I want to welcome everybody to the family tree. Put your hands together, family. Come on, come on, come on, come on. See everybody. You're back.
Yeah, buddy.
You're live. You got it going on. You made it to 2026. How about that? So with that, we say hopefully everyone is having a good, we say new season. New season. We don't get into the fads and things of diets and things, but we get into lifestyle changes. So hopefully everyone came in to 2026 with good expectations, right?
Yes,
Doing
sir.
good
Yes,
things,
sir.
right?
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Everybody stay. So Big B, I'm going to bring this on down, buddy. And we're going to get started. Bring it on down. All right. Come on in, family. More family coming in. Come on in. Have a seat. And can you see Big B?
Yes, sir. We got everybody in the house.
Everybody in the house?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, welcome. 2026. All right, Big B is 2026, man. Did that year just fly?
Welcome to 2025. What?
That year just flew. And you
Yeah,
turned
man.
around and it was
Man.
It was gone. It was June. And then after June, you said, you know what? Half the year is gone. Next thing you know, we're in 2026. So with that being said, I pray everyone is doing well and everyone's staying on point. We got a lot going on, of course, with the flu and things like that are happening. But we call this the family tree because it's the family tree. We get together and we gather around the tree because this is the ancient laurel customs, which is the ancient laurel trees. We gather around those trees because we talk about situations, problems, anything that's going on. We gathered around the tree. That's where Big B, we talked about problems, solutions, situations, and most importantly, prayer, because that is our social security. You got to say it slow, y'all. Say it slow. Social security. You got to say it because that social security is not a check. It is your family. So that means any problem, any situation you have may be right around your situation, may be the person on this call. How about that? So with that being the case, we invite you to the conversation this evening. This is a holistic health platform. So if you got a question, concern, anything on your heart, mind, you want to join us, go down to your menu bar and you'll see right down there where the heart is located and you see the reaction bar. Click the reaction bar and you get put in queue like Big B up there with his hands up. And we'll get you in queue and we'll get your question answered. We'll try to answer your question to you. If you're someone that says, I don't want to get in queue, I just want to ask a question, well, you can go down to the chat box, click on the chat box, and then Prophetess, a.k.a. Fingers, is she in here?
She's in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see the hand rocking already.
Where you at, Prophetess?
She's there. Power to the people.
On my camera, I am on the first row, right in the middle, then Bill, then you.
All right, there she is. How you doing, Prophetess? Let's talk to Prophetess for a little bit. How you doing?
Man, that's right.
I can't complain. All is good.
Yeah, you've been traveling. What you doing? Around the world? Where you been?
No, not around the world. Well, actually, today I was at the Martin Luther King Day Service press conference.
Yes.
Even though I will not be there this year, I'll be in Florida on a cruise with my Black pilots. Germantown Deaf Ministry will still be representing at the day of service, and my is the official interpreter for the day.
Okay, excellent.
Shout out to Roz McKelvey and Germantown Deaf Ministries.
Excellent. Shout out. Anything we need to know, Prophetess, as far as an announcement about this year's ceremonies?
It's going to be at Temple. Temple is the new partner and the new home. It's been at Girard College for a very long time, but it will now be at Temple McGonigal Hall.
All right, that's going to be a good change.
No one try driving there because I made the mistake of driving there this morning. And this was just a press conference, and I was riding around for 15 minutes.
Oh wow!
Take the bus, take public transportation to the event this year.
Okay.
Big sponsors, all the sponsors were there. Home Depot, they're going to be making these reading arcs, these boxes. The mayor and Home Depot and all these people are going to be making these boxes where they're going to be placing them in certain areas of the city where you'll just be able to walk up and get a book for you.
Oh, that's nice.
And that's a new thing that they're going to be doing at the Martin Luther King Day of Service.
That's
All
great.
right.
That's
Thank
great.
you for that update.
Yeah,
Hey, y'all,
man.
let's give
See that?
Providence a hand
It's
over
always
there.
good to have Providence in the house,
She's
man.
reporting. She's like, she's a reporter over
She's
there. She's the family tree
on the scene.
reporter
On the
on the
scene.
scene. Thank you, Prophetess. Okay, and now if you also have a question or something that you may have missed, and you may be calling by phone and you missed the actual prompt where it tells you how to raise your hand or ask a question, just let us know you're calling by phone and we'll try to get you in, okay? So we're going to get started. And before we can do that, let's give our host with the most Big B, Bill 1L Morgan, a hand. Bill Morgan. What's up, buddy? How you been, man?
Hey, man, I have no complaints, Dr. Ray. Like I say, Daddy,
Yes.
what I say, Daddy said, you got the nerve to wake me up. I got the nerve to do what you want me to do. Well,
that's right. That's right. That's right. There you go. You got the nerve to get on up. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Big B, I've been following the flu. Of course, now super flu is running rapid all over the entire country. Give us the latest updates on that and how things are going, because it's starting to amp up everywhere. I mean, it's almost like it happened all of a sudden, like a snap of your fingers, and here it is. It's everywhere.
It's that same one we've been talking about. That what is the H3N2? It's kicking crazy, man. And in our labs right now, looking at 32.9% trend, which is kicking up, man. So that's going up high. And our outpatient respiratory illness is also trending up, Dr. P. It's at 8.2% and rising, man. So we got to really kind of take a look at what's going on, guys. Making sure Dr. Paul and I always talk about those jaws and paws. Make sure you wash your hands everywhere. And of course, our cumulative hospitalization rate per 100,000 for population is 28.1, and that's a trend that's up 31.3, going up per 100,000 in that area, right? And of course, excuse me, we have what we call the hospitalization respiratory data. That's also trending up at 33,301, trending up. And unfortunately, we had just one death, Dr. Paul, which gives us a point about what they call a 0.9% mortality rate. So, look, for all intents and purposes, you know what? We're doing good, but it's still ravaging. So
we got to stay on top of this. Yeah, stay on top of it. Now, some people are asking, what's the difference with this flu versus any of the other flus, and why is it spreading so fast? Well, the super flu, that is the as you were saying, Big B, this one is lasting longer. It's the H3N2. They saw the subclade K. It's actually one of the high fever, body aches. Some of the symptoms are fever, chills, over 100 degrees. When you start to raise the temperature, that's usually the body trying to fight off, to burn it up. It's almost like the body senses there's a problem. There's a foreign invader, speed up the heart, heat up the body. That's why it's raising the temperature, trying to burn that virus or out of the system, or bacteria or whatever's going on. So body aches is a key point with this one. So if you're experiencing body aches, severe muscle pain, joint aches, those are the signs of the body going into a state of acidosis. That means you got to start to build that immune system. Do something immediately. Respiratory issues is the big one. That's the cough. Of course, you got the persistent. It can be persistent. This one's sort of like stuffy nose, running. Shortness of breath. That's the first sign, because, of course, it restricts those bronchial tubes. Now that infection in the system can get right into lungs. So just be aware of some of these things. Last couple of things would be fatigue, y'all, extreme weakness. With this particular super flu, it really makes you very tired. And that's one of the first signs you start to get. When you start to get really tired, or if I would say to someone, if you have a busy lifestyle, or your work is really getting intense, make sure you concentrate on your sleep, because this can sneak up on you. Because when you're doing the overtime, things like that, you're exerting yourself. If you don't get your proper rest and your immune system gets too low, that's when that thing jumps on you. So keep that in mind. Last thing is gastrointestinal. Vomiting and diarrhea with this one. Almost kind of, Big B, like the norovirus. The norovirus?
Yes,
This one's kind of combination between the flu and the norovirus at the same time. So it has the ability to now start to cause, a lot of digestive issues, especially for children and older adults, of course, the seniors. Why? Because they have the low immune system. So with all this being the case, we say jaws and paws. And with that, keep your hands and face clean and clear. So, Thiazol, this is the perfect time for the Thiazol. If you need that formula, go to my website, www.drpaulherbs.com, and you can download that, okay? All right, let's get started. And Big B, we're going to open up the 2026 season here as more people come in. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Everybody's lining up. Come on
Gotta be a
in, come
bunch of them
on
out
in,
there,
come
boy.
on in, come on in. There's a lot of folks coming in.
Got the
Good.
hands up.
I want to start off with Big B. We're going to start with the testimonies because, this, of course, 2026 opens up a new thing. There's great testimonies. I get them all the time, Big B. They call me all the time. People text me, tell me, oh, blood pressure's down. Oh, you know what? No more diabetes. Guess what?
Have mercy. I love
These
that.
ain't hurt no more. Guess what?
Help me out.
Well, we want to hear that. We support you and we applaud you. And along this journey, we say there's always someone along the journey. So with that, testimony goes a long way because one shall set 1,000 to flight. Two shall set 10,000 to flight. So with that being the case, we open the floor. We want to applaud you no matter where you are. If you're going in a storm, some people are in a storm, some people coming out of the storm. We want to make sure we give you proper dues, okay? So if you have a testimony, anything on your heart and mind you want to share with the family, this is only testimonies. The floor is officially open. So Big B, the floor is open, buddy. Anybody over there?
Go ahead.
Oh, hello. Good evening.
Yes,
good evening.
I'm calling from New York City. I'm sorry I didn't see the prompts for
That's all right.
people
That's
who
okay.
calling on the phone.
That's okay.
But Sister Angela and Brother Forrest gave me the number to listen to you on Word Radio. And
Yes.
so I wasn't able to write down every herb, but I got the herb Hutania. And
Yes.
I can't remember everything you mentioned, but I gave it to my niece who's having medical issues. And she called me back and said, Auntie, you don't know what you just did. You just gave me a golden gem to help me through the things that I'm going through. So I just wanted to say thank you very, very much because we both never heard of that herb. And God put me in the right place at the right time so I can bless my niece. So thank you very much for all that you do. Continue to do it. And I will continue to follow you. Amen.
Amen.
Right,
amen. And
Glad
what's
to
your
have
name?
you.
What's your name again?
They call me Lady.
Lady?
Well, excuse me, lady.
Well, excuse me,
that.
lady. Yes. Everybody, let's come on. Let's give Lady a hand for being an ambassador on the floor.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Yes.
Awesome.
Nice. Absolutely. Yes, we want to congratulate you. It's important because sometimes when you're getting the information, it may not be for you. It may be for somebody else. And in that case, that's where you are right on time. So I thank you for being aware and being able to apply that principle. The Hutania is the chameleon plant. We called that, and I had that on last week's show. They actually called it the chameleon plant because it has a variety of things that it's good for. And specifically, it reduces inflammation. It's actually one of those anti-inflammatories and respiratory herbs. You remember I talked about, one for the time with this super flu that deals with bacteria and virus. That would be Hutania. That would be it. So if someone that is interested in that, that's called Hutania. Okay, Hutania. Okay, and it's HOUTTUYNIA. Got it? Hutania. It's very much they call it the chameleon. Sometimes it may be under chameleon plant. Or even, there's even a term, I believe they call it fish mint. Fish mint. So whatever the case, this is something that you can apply, put that in your arsenal of things when you're dealing with the super flu. See, not to diagnose, treat, kill, prevent disease, just food for the soul, y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Good stuff, lady. Thank you so much. And welcome aboard. Welcome.
Yeah, go ahead. Who's that? Hey, Calvin. Yeah, buddy. What's up?
Hey, Calvin.
Where did they get that name from? That's really kind of like an exotic word,
Where did you get the name from?
Yeah, Nia.
Well, yeah,
gotta be a story here somewhere.
Yeah, it's actually it's from usually if you're looking at those that carry that herb, it's probably from India. So it has its variations though all over the planet. So it's in Africa, it's in Asia, but see, they have different names. So it
Okay.
may be called different things. So put that on your list of research.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can research the herb because what we look for is the lore of where it comes from. And
Yeah.
indigenous people are oral storytellers. So that's why the herb has its name or what it does is usually in the name itself.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Okay.
why I always love to look at the lore of that. But when I looked at the origins of it, it is definitely from India, parts of Africa. There's parts of the Caribbean. You can find it in a lot of different places, and it's different
Okay, I'm
variations.
gonna check it out. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Calvin. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right,
Can we find that in the like Wayne Avenue
just give him a call. Give him a call.
okay.
Yeah,
Spell it
reach
again.
out.
Spell
H
it again.
Houttny
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Houtania. It's actually a long word, Houtania Kudata, but that's just Houtania is all you need.
Okay.
Okay.
It's also spelled out in the check, Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the program, make sure you get a copy of the check, and it's all in there for you, so you'll be able to spell it. Okay.
The one thing I love about it is its ability to literally stamp out issues of bacteria and virus on contact. So it sort of cuts it off early, and that's what you need. You need things like that. Those are the herbs that we don't talk about. So it's expanding we say toolbox, right, family?
Right.
She expands our toolbox.
Trina want to know where you get it from, Dr. P.
We just said that.
Oops.
We just said
Oops.
that.
Use me.
Call the herb store. In
Call
your
the
herb store. Or you can go online and you can see them. Yeah, it's all over.
You know how that's because some folk don't want to go outside. You know how that is. like one of my daughter's brothers, that girlfriend don't go nowhere. But she's the Amazon girl, but she's a queen.
I got you.
You know how that is.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
Anybody else?
Who else? Anyone else? Anyone else have a testimony?
Testimony time.
Well, if anybody don't have a testimony, I got a testimony.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll go after you, Dr.
Okay.
I'll go after. No, you go. Go ahead.
You sure, Yvette? You go ahead.
I'm positive. No, I'll wait. I want to hear yours.
She want to hear mine.
You go first. Well, my testimony is that we started the first classes of the Mastering a Healthy Lifestyle 101. Yes. Awesome. And people are signing up. And we got the community going. So if you sign up, make sure when you sign up, you go into the community and let us know that you're in and you're going through the class. I'm monitoring people as they're going through, how they're receiving it. If you want more information with that, go to the website www.globalmiu.com. Got it? So it's the online class. This is the go as you take your time. You can do this as long, you don't have to. This is not a live class where you got to be on point. You got to show up. You do it on your own pace and your own time. But I'm going to tell you, this is what I love about this, y'all. And my testimony is that I finally got this done in a way that I believe that people need to hear it. When I was studying, naturopathy, there was a big gap between how do I apply this information to what I'm doing and dealing with right now? Mm-hmm. And there was this big gap, Big B. And this big gap had everything to do with it's a transformation of the renewing of the mind. You have to be able to say, I'm not even thinking like a naturopath. I'm thinking like an allopath. So this class helps you with that process, the transitioning in that process, helps you move into understanding that you remember allopathy. I break down the 3 types of forms, the allopathy versus homeopathy and the naturopathy. And then we go into the disparities, the racial disparities, and of course the problems that we're having with communication with doctors. How we talked about, we invited doctors and nobody showed up.
Yeah, man, that was crazy.
Had a dining with the doc and nobody showed up except for the podiatrist, and he worked there. So these are the things that we have to get into. So my testimony is that we got it out. If you want to go to the website, you can also get a free preview. and you can see all the courses that we have that I've broken this thing down to. If anybody have the chance to look at the previews, did anybody go to the website? Anybody go?
I didn't go a few times.
All right, let me see this real quick. I want to show you just so real, since we're right here, the preview. If you
Dr.
go to the
Paul, what's the
preview,
website again?
sure, it's globalmiu.com. Okay. And it's over 85 lessons and over 1 hour of actual video footage that I put together on this one. So we're going to go into, if you go into the course curriculum, you can see we're talking about the traditional holistic health. So you can go into the, the origins of civilization, the 3 forms of medicine, like we talked about, the allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy, but also I go into the favorite. I talk about the water, y'all. Talk about the water. Because some people keep going over and over and say, well, you got to explain that one more time. So now you can officially get this. Now we can go into, you can show you how to do the pH. I actually show you how to test the pH on video so you can see.
All right, that's great.
Also, let's see, what else will we do? I did a testing also with the nitrite and the nitrate tester. Y'all know y'all seen the nitrate tester. So I actually have some things I'm showing you. So this is hands-on, and you got to see it sometimes. And that's what it breaks it down to. But also, the last part that I love, after going through so many different variations of the lymphatic system and the very things that are going on, we go into, the disparities and the things that we try to get through as far as when it comes to implementing holistic practice in your daily life. So I'm sort of walking you through the transitional piece from allopathic thinking into naturopathy, which is more ground-based into culture. So that's what we tried to do with this. And I said, that's my testimony, y'all. I'm so glad that I said, man, you know what? This is some good stuff. 80-something lessons, bioengineering.
Hey, Yvette, you can say about time.
About time.
It
took you long enough. But I kept, you know what? I'm going to fault myself because every time I saw something, I said, I want to do something else. And my son and the developers were like, look, are you done? I was saying, wait a minute. One more thing. I got one more thing.
Me out, man.
So we got it. It is packed and it's loaded. And I thank those that have already signed up. There is still a special that I'm doing. So if you want to purchase that, the actual course, it is a discount that we're doing also. You can go right to the site and the discount code is welcome20. Welcome20. You get 20% off. Right now I'm giving a 20% discount on that. So once you go to checkout, just punch in welcome20 and you can get that discount. All right. So that's my testimony. And I'm so glad that y'all are participating with this. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. All right.
Doc, check your link. I think Prophetess got kicked out. Open the door and let her back in.
Okay. Yes, she did. She got kicked out. She
sure
enough did. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in.
Let me in. Let me not come outside. The door is cold.
All right. Let's see. Anybody now, Yvette? You have a testimony, Yvette?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Oh,
yes, we can.
Congratulations. I appreciate your passion, Dr. Paul, and I feel it with your course. That's a great accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Continue with your success. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Yes. I just want to say that I am grateful that God allowed me to travel to Spain and then to Morocco, my first time going to the continent of Africa. And it was really a wonderful experience. The food in Morocco was outstanding.
Great.
I felt that when I ate the food, it just sat comfortably in my body. Everything there that I ate was organic, and it didn't have to have the label of organic.
Wow.
It was already organic food. And the people were really respectful, kind, and I just felt so at home on a continent of Africa. And I was in Europe. That was a different experience. The people were very welcoming on the continent of in Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was really a different cultural experience.
Yes.
And I learned that I always try to do takeaways whenever I travel. It's so important to know the basic greetings of the people's language of that country. And there was either you spoke Arabic or French in Morocco. And yes, there were people who spoke English, but I believe in the 54 countries of Africa that French is one of the languages that is maybe a language that's common amongst those
Mm-hmm.
countries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my next goal is to learn French because I want to go back to Morocco. I got spices, I got
Mm.
curry, I got kuman, I got some beauty products. And I'm telling you, I had no reaction to the foods. I had no
Mm.
reactions to the products. They are
Mm-hmm.
just so wholesome, authentic, just
Awesome.
right from Mother Earth. And
Yes.
I said, there's no place like Africa. Um, Getting your foods where the equator is just
Mm-hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I just can't explain
Motherland.
how
Motherland.
what a great experience I had there. A great cultural experience, seeing donkeys that actually work.
The donkeys
Um,
that work,
Is
they
that
yeah,
actually work. Yeah.
they were. I was like, wow, I didn't know they had this here. But I went to Marrakesh, which
Marrakesh?
they're more traditional there.
Mm-hmm.
And I did get some things that the women there wear, and it just absolutely beautiful material, and everything was just so good, so
Excellent,
good.
excellent. So let's give Yvette a hand. Everybody come off mute. Let's give
Indeed.
her a
Glad you
hand,
got back
y'all.
okay too,
Hey,
Yvette.
Oh, come
That was
Great.
on,
good.
come
Yes,
on,
Good
come
thank
on,
you,
job.
come
Good
thank
on.
you.
job. Hey.
well,
Yes,
Yes,
indeed. Yes, indeed.
woo!
I
See,
have
that's what's
people who pray for me, so I think
Yes,
that's how I got back safely. Yeah.
Hey, Vet,
yes.
you didn't bring any Moroccan olive oil?
I didn't. No, I did not. I didn't have a chance. But the Moroccan,
Oh,
I wish I would
yes.
have brought the Moroccan tea. The Moroccan tea is awesome. I did bring um other spices with me.
Mm-hmm.
So and here argan oil I did bring.
Oh, wow.
Um
They're also very well known for the argan oil. That's
yes.
one of the high things over there. Yes, absolutely.
And it's very relaxing on the skin. I put it on my scalp. Very relaxing. I
Mm-hmm.
just have great things to say about Morocco.
Yes.
Madrid food was not good for me. Um, the difference in the continents, right? And
Mm-hmm.
and then it had me to realize that my DNA is Africa. I am Africa.
That's
And
right.
so it confirmed it when I went to Morocco.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Well,
thank you.
Yvette, thank you so much for sharing that with us, and we appreciate you. We're glad you're back on safe soil, and you got past all that because you probably went if you were, of course, if you haven't been watching the news, family, a lot of people are still stuck in areas in the Caribbean and different parts of the area because of what's happening with Venezuela right now. So some people are still stuck in those places. So we're glad you're home. Okay, we're glad you're home.
Yes, thank you.
And let's pray for those that are still in trying to get home from the
Yes.
holidays, that are still
Yeah.
stuck in places like the Caribbean and parts of South America. So keep that in mind. All right. Anyone else have a testimony they want to share with the family? Moving into 2026, new ideas, new what? New motivations? Anyone have a testimony of anything they may have experienced? And this can be something that you may be blood pressure. We always say if you have something that you may have noticed that changed a little bit. Maybe you're using something of an herb that you never used before, and you're seeing some success. We want to hear about it. So, anyone have anything, Big B? The floor is open there, buddy. Anybody? If not, we're going to go into our first lesson. How about that? Is Prophetess back on? Did she get back on?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Prophetess, I believe everybody, that's everybody with the testimonies.
Okay, then
So
we're ready to move on.
let's move on. That's right. All right. Anybody want to start with the chat, or Big B, you want to start with the questions? I'm going to let y'all take lead on that. All right. Big B, did he drop out?
Oh, let me see. I don't see anything in
Where's Big B?
Facebook.
Did
Facebook is a
Big
little
B drop out?
difficult.
Did Big B drop out? I think he dropped out.
He's
Hold up.
mute. He's
He's
here.
muted.
Yes.
Big B, you're muted.
That bad, okay?
Hey, man.
All right, I'm back. You know what? It did the same thing it did last time. It just went out and came back.
Yeah.
Hey, Prophet, they're trying to keep us out of doing what we're
trying to
supposed to be
shut
doing.
you down, man. They trying to shut
I
your
ain't taking
voice
it like that. I'm gonna fight them till the end, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, oh man. All right, Kim, you
Bad
there?
Zoom, bad Zoom,
Yeah,
bad
because I
Zoom.
got
Yeah,
kicked,
bad.
because I got kicked out, I don't see any questions from where I started back. I just got it with congratulations, Dr. Paul. So
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know if there were any questions in the old
Okay. All
preview.
right. So let's go to the top then. Let's go to the first
Okay.
questions today. How about
Kim
that?
Beeman, are you there? Just unmute.
Kim,
We're ready.
what's up,
Unmute,
Kim?
we're ready to go, Kim.
Hey, I'm here.
What's
All
up,
right, good.
Kim? How you doing? I did get your message. It's just been a little crazy on the
Okay.
side.
Okay.
I'll get back to you,
I
okay?
know my brother told me you were busy.
Yeah. So what's going
Okay.
on?
I have a knee issue. I had reluctantly a meniscal repair
Mm-hmm.
September arthroscopically.
Mm-hmm.
And it's worse than it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have a little arthritis. Yeah. I like to be really active. I like to walk. But today I was out and it was really, really, really painful. And I also have this is my right knee. And because I'm limping now, I also have plantar fasciitis. So I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I had a full knee replacement in the left knee in 2020. I do not want to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
So I need some help, some
Well, first thing you have to do is control the pH. You know, we've talked a lot about pH here, and I know you just kind of really. I think this is about third or fourth time you've been with us. Have you been about with us? We talk a lot about the pH, and the pH is the key because the pH is what determines where the body's state of crisis is. If your body's in a state of crisis and you're tearing down and your pH is off, it's going to go to those areas of the bones, the joints, the ligaments, to connect the tissue to now start to pull the magnesium, the calcium, the levels of nutrients to pull to raise that pH. So the first key is to make sure your pH is on point. Now, we do what's called the pH testing. Have you heard of pH testing before?
Yes.
Okay, so
determine whether you're acidic or alkaline, right?
You got it. You got it. So with the testing, and I'll just go over this for those that are listening for the very first time. You take the pH, you get the pH testing strips. This is also in the class, y'all. This is the class. If you want to take the class, you can find out all about how to do that pH. You take the litmus paper, and it's hydrogen treated. So people say, well, what is the pH strip tape? It comes in rolls, it comes in sticks, it comes in different variations. So you just grab some. And when you take the test, you take saliva and urine. You got to take saliva and urine. So you capture a little saliva, capture a little urine. Now, if you don't want to, it says in vitro. Some people will put it in a spoon when they're using saliva, or you can just tap it directly under the tongue. It's okay. But then you can add a little cup and you can capture a little urine. And every day you do this, always do it before a meal. Never after meal, do it before a meal. Okay. So when you do that, there's a color code on the back of each of the pH strips, and it tells you based on hydrogen, when it touches those hydrogen treated strips, when your saliva and urine touch it, it turns a certain color. That color tells you how much life is inside of you. That's really what it's looking at. So when that color turns in, whatever the number is above it, write it down. The formula, here's the formula. Once you get the saliva and the urine, you double the saliva number, add to the urine, and you divide by 3. Got it? So that's your key. Double the saliva, add to the urine, divide by 3.
Okay, double the saliva, and then whatever that number is, add it to the
urine.
to the urine and divide by 3.
Divided by 3. Now, whatever you come up with, the optimum goal for balancing of the pH is between a 6.5 and 7.5.
Okay.
Got it? Optimum would be 7.3. That would be perfect. But 6.5 to 7.5 is where your numbers are. So when you're in that state of 6.5 to 7.5, we call that homeostasis or neutral, balance, or base. When you're in that state, bacteria, virus, fungus, sepsis, parasites, cancers cannot live in that environment. So what do we want to do? We want to stay well. We got to what? Balance the pH. But when you fall below 6.5, that's when the drama happens. When he falls below 6.5, I'm going after that knee. I'm going after them joints, ligaments, connective tissue. I'm going after, that shoulder. I'm going after also the magnesium in the body. This is what I'm telling a lot of people are having issues with their back right now. Is Dr. Lenny on here? Is Dr. Lenny? I thought I saw Dr.
Yes, he's
Lenny.
here. Yeah,
Dr. Lenny in here. Doc. Is Doc in here?
He's there. Yeah, he's waving. He's not saying anything. He's waving.
He's not saying anything.
Sorry,
okay.
What's up, Doc? Happy New Year, guys.
Happy New Year, Doc. How you been, man?
Doing well.
Hey, man, I'm trying to catch up, man. See right here, I'm trying to catch up.
You got me beat here, so I'm trying to pull it down.
Yes. Doc, I just want to welcome you back, man. You're always a pleasure to us, man, with the back and the importance of the spine, moving into 2026. I'm sure you have a word for us with how many people are having so many issues with dehydration when you have them on the table, and a lot of them are literally cramping up right on the table.
Yeah,
would you say that?
Definitely happens for sure. It really goes back to trying to control the controllables. Life is hectic, crazy, stressful, but with hydration, pH, definitely got back on my double green drinks myself here twice a day now. Posture awareness, the things you can control, you really got to control. And I got whatever about 4/5 of a pallet of Crystal Geyser in my garage.
4/5 of
We're chipping away at that, and that's all we have in the office now. And it's definitely the little things matter, and that's definitely something that's controllable and goes a long, long way.
Right. Now, Doc, I was just chiming in on you because Kim, I wanted you, if you could just maybe tap a little bit around those areas of tendons that are around the meniscus that are actually involved there. Can you just highlight that just a little bit? Just a little bit.
Yeah, that's kind of my jam, Doc. Unfortunately, personally, I've had 6 knee operations, and that's something that we really address on every person, every visit, because the biomechanics can get irritated. So you mentioned the plantar fasciitis, the whole kinetic chain and how the body moves and your gait cycle, everything's interconnected. And, imbalance in one side can affect abnormal loading and compensation on the opposite side. So the knee is a very complex joint, and the meniscus, that can be something that, there's a lot of things that can be done. We look at the ankle function, the hip flexors above, and the knee itself, a muscle that is really overlooked, and I didn't learn much about it in school. It's called the popliteus. So the back of the knee, you know that one?
Oh yes, I know that one, Doc.
The back of the knee for those that aren't into the back of the knee is called the popliteal fossa, and the popliteus attaches into the tibia, which is your your shin bone, your fibula, which is next to that on the side, and then the femur. And it can create a lot of torquing. And so, say for instance, if it's your right knee, your right knee's getting twisted this way a bit, that's going to affect that medial meniscus on the knee because the joint is off and what's called your Q angle, how your femur and your tibia form an angle. It should be 10 degrees. If that's too high or too low, that can affect the torquing on the knee joint as well. So there's a lot of biomechanical stress that can be causing imbalance on the meniscus. And to try and look at addressing what's causing that and addressing the cause rather than snipping the meniscus is what we try and do. And obviously pH is a big factor in those things. Acupuncture can be really helpful with knee issues as well. So definitely encourage folks. Myself, I almost lost my leg, and that's how I got into chiropractic, because I had a very minor knee procedure that turned into a staph infection. I almost lost my leg.
Oh wow!
See, there's a testimony right there.
That's a testimony right there. That's a testimony right there, buddy.
Yes, sir, man.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So the knee pain does radiate down to the front of my leg, the tibia, and into my ankle. So because I use the bands trying to strengthen.
Yeah.
But it's chronic. So
yeah. So thank you, Doc. Appreciate you. Now, Kim, are you in Philly? Are you in Philly right now?
Yeah, I'm in Wayne.
Yeah, you need to go check out Dr. Lanny over there.
Mhm.
You know,
Okay, how
maybe
do
he
I
can
do
help you
that?
out. So,
Love to take a
Dr.
peek.
Lanny,
Thanks.
you want to give out your information, Doc, for those that are around?
For sure. It's Summit Spine and Wellness. And we're 215-487-2500. We're right in Roxborough by the Andor
215.
Shopping
Say it
Center.
again. 215
487
487
2500.
250.
It will be in the chat box. Give me 1 second. It'll be in the chat box.
Thank you, Prophetess.
All
You're welcome,
right.
Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Doc.
fingers.
Let's get
My
Dr. Lenny
pleasure.
ahead,
Thanks,
y'all.
brother.
Let's get
Always,
my
always,
head over
always.
there.
Happy New
Thank
Year,
you,
guys.
Doc.
Yeah,
Appreciate
Always a
you.
man.
pleasure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you.
So,
Dr.
Kim, I'm
Paul.
going to, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Happy New Year, everyone. This is Nathan. Could I
Uh-huh.
veggie back on something?
Mm-hmm.
I also have a meniscus tear, but I never got it repaired because I knew what needed to be done with it. And my orthopedic said, "Well, you know what we're going to do?" I said, "Yeah, I know we do." He said, "But we're not going to do that. I'm sending you to therapy." So I've been dealing with this since 2013. But what I have found, what kind of helps with discomfort, because I don't have any swelling now, I think because of all my other herbs I'm taking, is what you said. I do rub the comfrey
Mm-hmm.
on it, massage both my knees with the comfrey, and then follow it with the castor oil.
Yes, yes.
But
There you go.
now do it every day, and then you have to develop a relationship with that herb. So nothing may not change in 1 or 2 days or a week. You need to do it for a
Yeah.
while.
There you go. There you go. You got to talk to the herb. That's right.
Right.
Well, I have used the castor oil, but I also have a CBD cream that I use because I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to.
The
I don't want to take like.
comfrey first, then castor oil on top of
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah. So, Kim, couple things. Thank you, Neith. Appreciate you.
Sure.
Thank you. So, couple things, Kim. You want to also, what she's talking about are, when you talk about comfrey, comfrey is always for bone, joint, ligaments, connective tissue. It's actually they call it the bone knit herb. Got it? So what we usually do, that's what we use for all the football players when they actually having issues with meniscus, tears, anything ACL, when they're recovering. It helps with the regeneration or the bone density from the marrow. So with that, it also keeps it alkaline, keeps and stimulates circulation in that area.
Mhm.
So with that being the case, you also have to make sure if you take something like a comfrey, castor oil has rhizoleic acid, which actually presses into the actual flesh of the body. It has the ability to penetrate through derma. So when you take that, like a castor oil, you can also take a clove oil. You can take any herb that you're trying to get into the knee, and you would just take the castor oil on top of it and pushes right in. Okay.
Okay.
Last thing I would definitely look at is your hydration. How's your water?
It could be better.
Oh, it can't be better. No, it got to be spot on. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
you got to be spot on with your water.
Yeah.
See, the issues with the knees, just like any, all the football players always talk about this, and Doc could probably back this one up, that the issue is with the knee being repaired has a lot to do with circulation.
And synovial
So,
fluid and all
yep,
that.
circulation. Yeah, so you got to be spot on with your water. And you got the right water. I know you got the right water, right? What kind of water you got?
Not your. I have Deer Park.
Oh no!
Spank, 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 spank.
You're killing
Oh,
yourself. Stop it.
There. Oh no.
Okay. give me a chance.
No.
they they roughing him, Kim.
I just put all the waters in the chat box.
Yeah. So Kim, there's waters in right in that
Okay.
area. You'll see. See the whole point about Deer Park, Poland Springs, those are spring waters, but they're not bottled at the source. So any water that's spring water bottled at the source, found in geysers or aquifers deep in the earth, untouched by air. So when you tap them at the source. So that means when you open the bottle first time, that's the first time it touches air. So
Okay.
that water will actually raise the level of alkalinity. That's what your body's looking for. So you have on the outside of every cell these things called porins, and these porins are positively charged. So the positive charge of the outside of these cells is looking for the opposite, which is what? Negative, which is alkaline. And that's the only way it absorbs into the cell. So the higher the alkaline, the more absorption into the cell. So if you have have a water that's more positive charge, which is low alkalinity, now it repels. That's when anybody on the call ever been drinking water and you say, I'm drinking all this water and I'm still thirsty. It's like I'm more thirsty the more I drink. That's because that's bad water. Got it? So all water is not water. So just get you a good spring water bottle at the source.
Okay.
Hi, this is Audrey Cover. Can I make a comment? It's
Sure.
a testimony, actually.
Okay. That's before you go, Audrey. I just want to make sure, just before you go there, Audrey, I'm come right to you. Kim, did you get that? Did you?
It's about the knees.
Yeah. Okay. Kim,
I wrote the waters down. I see them in the chat.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're cleared on that. Okay.
This comment. I have one more question about is the comfrey root is that a oil or a powder?
You can do it as a salve. It's a salve. Yeah, you can do a salve. You can also buy the comfrey root in its liquid form, and you can actually get it in these. You can get it in a tea form and make a tea out of it, but then you would when you steep the tea, put it in a white towel. After it's steeped for about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, you could take a white towel when it gets nice and cool, no dyes, let it seep in there for a little while, wring it out, put it right around that knee. That usually goes right into the area. Yeah. I'm sorry, Audrey. Go ahead, Audrey.
Well, my comment was for her because before I met you, and knew about the correct teas, I had been going to Rothman Institute for getting shots in my knees for about 5 years. Whatever it is that they do. And it got to a point, and that's when I met Eloise, because I went for acupuncture because I was waking up at night from the pain in my knees. She turned me on to Crystal Geyser, and I don't have pain in my knee anymore. It's gone.
That's a stealth testimony, Audrey. You just do a testimony on the floor. Everybody come on mute for Audrey. Yes, that's a testimony.
Congratulations.
I'm
going to tell you.
Yeah. Because I first went to the what do you call it? My surgeon, and asked if I needed a knee replacement because that's how much the pain was. He said, no, it's just a little arthritis. And then I got the shots, and then the shots, when I found out that they really caused deterioration, I went to a different kind of shot that cost $300, and they didn't work. And then I was told about the water. The water.
How simple it was.
Audrey.
Audrey said the water.
The dollar store water.
Right. Okay. Drink it.
Thank you, Audrey. Let's give Audrey.
See, there's Audrey how much steak ready. She want to whoop him. All I needed was water.
All I needed was water. I was seriously dehydrated. That was it. That's it, y'all. It's that easy. I'm going to tell you, it does work. It really does. Yes.
What about coconut water?
Coconut water is good, but remember, anything outside of actual water, your body has to work to now take the extraction of the water out of there. So I got to use energy to get energy. It's good, though. Let me tell you, coconut water is the closest thing to blood plasma. And they used to use it in the wars for blood transfusion. They use coconut water. So it's actually very good. But in this case, I would just say get the real good water and let the body do what it's supposed to do. All right. Yes. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you.
Dr. Paul, this is Neith again. And just for everyone's information, I know a lot of people do get the steroid injections and it offers you some relief for a while. Everybody reacts differently. But the steroid injections destroy cartilage. Yep. Just to let you know, it destroys the cartilage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's why I stopped those shots. And I was put on something else, which was very expensive in regards to shots. And it was a number of treatments. And then within 3 months, you would get a result. And it was costing me $150 per shot. No effect. And in my Brooklyn accent, I'm going to go real Brooklyn. And then I found water. Okay.
Water.
And
it's amazing.
It's unbelievable.
It's amazing, isn't it? And it's wonderful at the same time. You know, it's
Absolutely.
unbelievable and wonderful. You know, God is a genius. It just shows you that so many people have to get that water and how the water makes everything happen. And we keep harping on it, but it really is that dynamic. It really is. So congratulations, Audrey. Your water.
Can I also add something, Dr. Paul?
Sure, go ahead,
Sure,
Queen.
On the
sure.
same note,
Go,
you were
Queen.
saying something that can help restore our cartilage, but I can't remember what it was on this same subject.
Yeah, the Cissus quadrangularis.
Quadrangularis.
Thank you.
Yes,
You got to put that in the
cissus.
chat.
Come on, so many.
Spell
Thank
that,
you.
Spell that for me, please, Dr. Paul.
Cissus quadrangularis. Don't
Yes.
even hurt yourself. Just say cissus.
Just say
Don't
cissus.
hurt yourself.
Just cissus.
Just don't worry about it. Cissus,
Cissus.
if you want to, venture into the spelling, is QUADRANGULARIS. Cissus quadrangularis.
And how
Now,
many
Kim,
words can we get out of that? That long
yeah,
word?
exactly. If you playing Scrabble, you in the mix, right? Don't play Scrabble with me, man. I'm hurt you. We're gonna have a good game if we have some Scrabble.
Yeah, buddy.
So with the Cissus quadrangularis, it deals with, again, bone density. So it's the marrow. Remember, from the marrow means red and white blood cells. So we're now, with that case, regenerates bone density. So comfrey, Cissus quadrangularis, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease, just food for the soul. Things like alfalfa, the root of alfalfa, that's good. So burdock root, these are bone density. Deals with, the density of things. So that's those are the ones. Those are the
talking
family.
about her and this?
All right. So anybody else? Is that it? Well, let's see. Who is that? That was Queen, right?
Dr. Paul, you talk so much about that good water, and everybody now they done brought up all the good water. I had to order it from Amazon, and it's still not here yet. And I'm mad because
go see Dr. Lennon. He got some over there. Get him in.
Oh, I'm gonna go to his office. I'm just gonna get a free 3 cases of his water. But I go to Giant, I go to Walmart, I go to Sam's Club, I go to BJ's. I'm like, where's the water?
Guess what? Tractor Supply too, guys. If there's a Tractor Supply near you, they have it.
Grocery outlet.
Grocery outlet
has it.
I go to BJ's. I never have a problem at BJ's.
Dollar Tree.
Sprouts.
I'm going to Sprouts.
I'm going to Sprouts tomorrow.
Now, I want to say the disclaimer. We have to have a disclaimer on this. Remember, we love the quest. The quest for seeking and finding this. But remember, what is what? Spring water. Bottle. So it could be any. It could be any water, spring water bottle at the source. One water I really love that I sort of go bounce in between. Sometimes I'll grab something. There is the Waiakea water.
Yeah,
Waiakea water is very good. That's the volcanic water in Hawaii.
Yes,
and I can definitely tell you that's good water. I've been to that location. I've seen the processes that they're doing in Hawaii. So it is actually volcanic
But that's
water.
the one that I drink, and that's the one that I'm looking for, and that's the one everybody must be buying. Because I said, look, I need the good water. Dr. Paul said I have to drink the good water, and they looking at me in the supermarket like, Dr. Paul.
The Hawaiian waters you're going to find at Marshall's, Burlington Coat Factory.
I've been there.
TJ Maxx.
Have not found them. They're not there.
And they have it at Walgreens.
All the Walgreens near me is closed. I'm in Philly, and I ain't going too far now.
All right, I love the quest. I love the conversation.
What's the name of that volcanic water? What's the name of it?
Waiakea.
Waiakea.
And it is at Wawa's.
Can you spell that for me?
They have it in the Dow store too.
It's WAIAKEA. Waiakea.
Thank you.
And that's the volcanic water. So again, these are waters that are what? Spring water bottled at the source. But this particular case, this is actually a volcanic, comes from volcanoes. So the purification, these are the things that purify the water deep in the earth, untouched by air, and these aquifers, geysers, deep in volcanic mountains. This stuff is actually purified by the earth itself. That's the greatest purification. So you got to ask yourself, if you got to take water and you got to purify it, filter it, reverse osmosis, or distill it, the $1 million question is, what was it before you had it? It was bad water. Got it? Yes. Somebody, who is that on that?
14049.
14049.
Is it phone? Is it by phone?
No.
I don't know. It just says 14049.
We can see their wall displays.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're not there.
I don't see them. Okay, I got her.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's it.
Okay. Okay. All right, so let's go on. Moving on. Everybody looking good. Looking good. Look at the tree,
I
Big
I
B.
order it from Sam's also. I get it from Sam's. Sorry.
Okay. Who is that, Kathy?
JP.
Okay.
Yes, I still have my echo problem, so I don't know.
All right. Okay, we're working on it. Okay. Anyone else have
my favorite is Eternal.
Eternal is good. Yes, Eternal is
Yes,
good.
I
still
drink
my Crystal
Eternal.
Geyser, but I love Eternal.
Eternal is good. Yes,
Those are
yes.
my two. Those are my two that I drink. I guess everybody listening to Dr. Paul.
Now you always have also the Icelandic glacier. Remember the Iceland?
I ordered that too.
Icelandic glacier with the mountain on the bottle. It's got a little mountain on top of the bottle.
Black top.
Got it. Black top. Got that one too.
I got. Yep. I'm trying to see. I'm being good now.
You're doing good.
I need my water. I have cases. My neighbors call me. Can I buy a case of water? Sure, you can buy that Deer Park. You can't buy that good stuff.
That's right. Now, Angela, I got a $1 million question for you. Sidebar.
What's that?
You didn't get no macaroni and cake, did you? Mac and cheese cake, right?
No. I cook Christmas dinner. Oh no. And when I cook Christmas dinner, they was surprised because they was like, "Oh, that's what you was talking about doing the sweet potatoes." I said yes. And they ate them turkey wings the way I cooked them. Talking about, you can cook turkey wings for us all the time. I said, I'm not your personal chef. Get out of here.
There you go. All right, just wanted to see you check in. I remember that you said you didn't do something.
I did not let her do that. Not this go around.
There you go. All
Dr.
right.
Paul, do you do assessments for children?
Yeah, it depends on the situation with the child. I always recommend with children first, we talk to the parents, because usually with the parents, it's usually the parents that we have to talk to, because it's what they're shopping, it's what they're feeding.
Oh, well, you might as well talk to me, because I do their grocery shopping, and I'm trying to get them to change my grandchildren, and it's like 2 rocks, and I'm trying to crack them open with a hammer. And they're being very stubborn. I'm trying to start with the water first.
Yeah, and
hear
me, Angela. This is a good conversation for the family. Remember, you don't want to knock them over the head too hard, because you just want to represent and stand in the state of being a testimony yourself. So when they see you, they see your habits and what you're doing. Because sometimes the more we push and try to push, and people will always do that to say, Dr. Paul, just call my cousin. She need to hear you. And I said, no, I can't do that. Because they ain't going to hear me. Because when they get to the table at the end of the day and people say they pushing their family in front of me, the first thing they're going to say, well, I wasn't supposed to do this. They made me do this. And that's why it has to be on your own cognizance. You got to come be able and make the decision that you want to get well. So only thing they can do is see you as a testimony.
Well, they see me drinking the right water. And my son said, what's this water? I said, this the good water. I said, this the water that you should be drinking, and leave that Deer Park water alone. I said, you need to switch to kids' waters as well. I said, and give them the Crystal Geyser water. I said, I ordered some. I said, I'm going to let you share it. I'm going to share it with them, Dr. Paul.
That's it.
But,
that's all you do.
Know.
Yeah, just
I don't
share with
know.
them and be in the stand in the gap for them. And so whenever they turn around, they come over your house, you got
Mm-hmm.
Crystal Geyser water. They may
That's
go
right.
home and get something, but when they get over your house, they
Yes.
got the Crystal Geyser.
Now, Dr. Paul, do you know
Yes.
Mr. Rick that owns the herb store on 75th and Haverford? National, I think it's
Mm,
natural, what is it called? Natural herbs.
mm-mm.
He knows you because
Okay.
that's where I
Nature.
normally
Oh,
go in.
yes, I do know him. Yes, 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 I do.
Him
Yes,
and his
yes,
wife, yes,
yes,
and his
yes,
worker Teresa. I
yes,
go in
yes,
there and I say, "Well, Dr. Paul mentioned these herbs here." He
yes,
said, "Oh, I know Dr.
yes,
Paul."
yes, yes,
And I said,
yes.
"Okay, well, this is
Absolutely.
where I'm getting my stuff from, so I'm coming to you until I
Excellent.
go see Dr. Paul." And
And support them.
yes,
Yes, we
yes,
support each other. Support
yes,
each other.
yes,
Absolutely.
yes, and
Okay,
he
thank
does.
you. Thank you, Angela.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
you. You testimonial all the way up. You always. You all that. All right. All right. Let's see. What do we
Okay.
have? Big
We're
B.
up to Summer up in the corner. Summer?
Hey, Summer.
Yes.
Thank you for waiting,
Hey.
Summer. Thank you for waiting.
No worries, no worries. I have a couple of questions.
Mm-hmm.
So you were the first one. I didn't want to interrupt because I know you guys were talking about water, but I have a question because my sister buys this water in a bottle called Saratoga.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
How is that water?
Now, it depends on the different ones because Saratoga, I believe Saratoga has both regular and also carbonated. So it depends on which one
Yeah,
that
it's
they
the
have.
regular water. It's
Mm-hmm.
not the carbonated. She
Okay.
doesn't drink the carbonated. It's the regular
Okay.
water.
Okay. So that's the one that you probably see that on social media a lot. Long as you look to see what is their claim to fame. Usually with good spring water bottled at the store source is what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Usually they have to, it'll say in there what their pH is. If not, go to the website and look for the pH. Okay.
Okay.
So the pH you're looking for, I can give y'all a reference, so you might want to write this down.
Okay.
In most waters, and I'm just gonna frame it towards like what you'll see, like the Crystal Geyser, you'll get the Avion, the Fiji. So for example, Fiji, Avion, spring water bottle at the source, they're around 7.8, 7.9 based on the season. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
season. Things like Icelandic, that gets a little bit higher. They're like 7.9, almost 8.0. Okay, sometimes they even get as high as 8.2 in certain times of the season. You'll see that pH change on those bottles. Things like Aquapana, which is the Italian water. Aquapana, Panna. That one's around 7.7, 7.8. Then you have the Mountain Valley. Mountain Valley rolls around somewhere around 7.8, 7.9 also. It's only the Crystal Geyser that's up to 8.5. It's
Wow.
amazing. It's amazing to me that the Crystal Geyser is at that high, but it's coming from the Adirondack Mountains of New York. There's also down in the Blue Ridge Mountains and down south, and then also out in Mount Shasta, Mount Sierra. Now remember, there's no industry around this stuff. So it's literally they're digging deep in where there's no industry, so there's no interruption with gas, shale drilling, or anything that goes with this.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
Mm-hmm.
pulling it directly out the earth. So that's why the 8.5, it's amazing that it's only $1. I said, if you can't see God, you ain't looking.
I know that's right.
Amazing.
I know that's right.
So that's your ranges. So when you look for the Saratoga, that's usually the most of the time. Like when I went to Africa, I tested the water in Africa. I literally went to the land in Ghana and I tested on one of the nanas of the elders, Nana Obakesi, Nana Obakesi Ampa, which is actually one of the elders in that region. He took me to the land and I tested the water. I said, let me test that water. In the water, there was a tire in there. It was tilapia rolling around in there. I said, let me test that water. I test the water and it was higher than 7.9. It was like an 8.0, and that was the bad water. Can you imagine where that's coming from, those vaults that are actually high in the areas of the mountains? So that earth water really means something. So when you look at any water, look at what there says claim to fame. What is your claim to fame? That's what I call it. Say claim to fame. What are you claiming this water to be? So Saratoga is like a still water. And usually still waters can be a little carbonated. They can be a little carbonated. So you ask, if you don't see it, ask where you can give them a call. Ask them what is your pH level, because that does matter to you. It does matter.
Dr. Paul, according to their website, the pH level they said was 6.5-8.5.
Yeah. See, yeah. So it's all based on the season. See, that's the season. Whenever you see distance like that between there, that means when they pull it, that may change. So when you're looking at your water, you want to always look to see where is the season that you're getting. It does matter. It does matter.
Okay. Okay. The second question I have is I've been seeing a lot of stuff online about D3 and you should take it with K2.
Okay. Yeah,
What
some people.
is that?
Well, some people will take K2, and they think, and they'll say that it actually helps. So D3, of course, is your, seasonal. We need D3, vitamin D3, and that is for, of course, raising your D when we're D deficient because of lack of sunlight during the summer or the winter months, and we're not getting the summer. That's going to cause issues. So we try to raise that level up. Now, I have a different spin on it. I say D3 or D2 with, we use triple, let me see here. Let me see if I can pull one up. Anybody have a D3 that they can actually share with us?
Is that boron?
Yes, sir. Triple boron.
You have. I'm talking about not the triple boron, but any brands for D3.
Yeah, right there.
You have
what is it?
one.
Mary's Organic.
Here's one that
has one.
Here's one right here. Here's one called Blue Bonnet. Blue Bonnet. Okay, Blue Bonnet. And the reason why I like this because Blue Bonnet has the ability to it's 5,000 IUs per drop.
5,000
per drop.
Per drop.
Per drop.
Did you show it?
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. That's why I wanted to pull it. And now I say with that, you take the triple boron because the triple boron actually acts as a catalyst and it introduces it to the body and helps you to assimilate it better. So it actually helps with the assimilation and into the system better. So that boron is like a health. It's like an additional assistant. So you can do triple boron, D3 or D2. Now D2 and D3, there's a difference, right? Everybody remember what the difference between D2 and D3?
No.
Anybody want to try it? Anybody
One
want to
is
take
plant
Two is
based, one is
plant-based.
plant based, and one is lanolin.
Yeah. D2 is plant-based.
D2 is plant based. D3 is lanolin.
D3 is what?
D3 is what?
Lanolin. It's oil.
What does that mean?
Oh,
It's
lanolin is an oil.
Oil.
Okay,
so if you have problems with cholesterol, you need to stay away from oil. So you need to stay away from that and take the plant based.
Yeah, yeah. So
that's hard to find though. I cannot find D2 plant-based.
Yeah, it's usually it's in mushroom. It's usually some of the highest forms of D2 is in mushroom. Now, Blue Bonnet, let me pull that one up. I'm going to show y'all what that looks like. Blue Bonnet. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the one that I have here. Blue Bonnet. And I believe Wayne Avenue is where I got this one. Blue Bonnet.
5,000.
You got it? 5,000. There it is. It comes in liquid form, and also it comes in capsule forms. Yep.
I got that here.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. You got it there,
I have
Doc?
that one. Yeah. That's the one that I have.
Okay. Question.
Yep.
That's the drops that I have. The one that Dr. Lenny showed.
Yep. There you go. So Blue Bonnet is the one. That's the Blue Bonnet. Now I'm looking at one here, but this one's only this one is 5,000. This is 1,000. That's 2,000. Here's one that's 5,000 right here. Liquid vitamin D3. Yep. So with the triple boron, you add that to it, and that's going to help you out there. So this is the one here. Let me put this over here so y'all can see it. Big B, let me know if we can share here. If we're looking at it, buddy.
Okay, will do.
Let me see what we're looking at. Can y'all see that?
Yes, sir. That's it.
Okay, that comes with the boron.
No.
That's the one that I have. That's the one that I use. But I've been seeing about the D3 and K2. That's why I wanted to ask, should I be taking that K2 with that?
It depends on what your needs are. I don't think you have to go with the K2 because you got to watch K2. Some of those K2s are synthetics, so you got to be careful. And I would just say, just make sure you get plenty of D3. If you have issues with liver, if you have a liver problem, or if you've had issues with congestion in the liver, you probably want to gravitate towards D2. See the difference between D3 and D2. D3 is what's called cholecalciferol. Got it? Cholecalciferol, which means it comes from lanolin. Lanolin, along with essential oils. Got it? So they take that from the sheep. They take from the sheep. Get that from the sheep. And they shave them down. They get all that lanolin. So that, along with essential oils, is what causes the sometimes for some people they can't break down oils. So that's not good for somebody with liver problems. So we take the step out the way, and you get the D2, which is ergocalciferol. Got it? Ergo, ERGO calciferol. Now that's plant-based. That's the difference. So one's plant-based, and you can assimilate that better. So you take a ergocalciferol and do like a triple boron. Now we smoking. You definitely cooking right now. That means
you just type in triple boron.
Triple boron, right?
Okay.
Yep, triple boron, and that allows you to assimilate even more, but less off the liver. It takes a lot of stress off the liver on that. So that's why we can assimilate better. And of course, where are your numbers? Everyone write this down. We are in winter. Winter time is what? How many IUs are we looking at? Minimum
10,000.
10,000. Minimum 10,000 IUs. And when the spring and summer come back around, that's 5,000. So you're looking at minimum 10,000 IUs. Which stands for international units. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And
so
then
I'll just say, watch the K2. I'm not on the hype of the K2 right now because, I've seen some synthetic versions of it and I didn't like what I saw with the. Anytime they start getting into the science of it and you're stepping outside of God's game plan, it kind of makes me nervous. So I just kind of leave it alone. Yeah. So I would just say, just do what you can and grab you a good triple boron with a good liquid version of the vitamin D3 or D2. Okay.
Okay. All right.
And the
other question.
The protocol for the for the vitamin D is in the chat box.
Okay. Good.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Excellent.
The next question I have is, have been having here lately extremely, extremely dry skin. I mean, dry skin. And I know what you're going to say, Dr. Paul.
What am I going to say? See, y'all just read my mind.
You drinking water? What's going on with your water?
What's wrong with your water?
You gotta get your water right. And I struggle. I don't know what it is. I struggle. I really, really, really have a hard time getting down. I feel like if I drink the amount of water that I'm supposed to drink, I won't eat nothing all day because it just, it's just hard for me to get that amount of water that I need to get half of my body weight in ounces in water. Plus,
let me help you. Let me help you with that, Summer. So remember now, it has a lot to do with your time frame too. Your circadian rhythm has a lot to do with this now. Got it? So earlier, you may have to start a little earlier. Okay, you remember your window of time frame. Remember our window of time frame? You remember that, right? Starts
4 a.m. to 7 p.m.
There you go. So you may have to start a little earlier to get your 15 hours in. The key is we're trying not to get past 7 p.m. And it's not as deep as we think it is because it looks like a lot on paper when we do the numbers, half body weight analysis. But really, your eyes, your hair, your skin, your nails, you're moving around, you're burning up this, your brain is moving this. Everything needs water. And that means when you're moving and moving around, and then the fact that add on top of that, you live in the city. You live in a city that's filled with electromagnetic fields. And you live in a house where there's Wi-Fi and your water, your electric, and your gas meters run on this. So we're in a cage of electromagnetic fields, that EMF. All of this stuff is drying out cells. So if you live, the next thing you know, you add that to be a block where you live in a block or an apartment. Now you triple and quadruple those numbers. So you see what's going on, right? So it just means that we just have to really just do your best you can and keep that toxic load down, but also take in consideration the other foods that can be knocking you back down. So as soon as you do your water, then you go have them crackers. Then it knock you back down. Or the pretzels, or things that are bleach white flour. Got it? See, that pulls moisture. Also, the hydrogenated foods, the things like the coffee creamers. These are things that pull moisture out of you. See, it's a lot of around us. And that's why the top 10 toxic foods that I did on the class, I go through each one. You're going to get a video with each one on this one. And I break down in detail about those top 10 toxic foods. So download that free on my website list. You got them, right? You got all of them. And just watch and monitor. So everything that you look and you're eating, that you're putting in your body, you got to ask yourself, is this dehydrating me? Is it thick? Is it creamy? Is it pour slow? Is it refined? Is it refined sugar, refined salt, refined oil? These are all the things that are pulling from us. So keep that in mind, okay? Because that pulls down your total number for the day, and that dries the skin out.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Eczema.
Thank you, Summer. That's a good question. We have a lot of people waiting. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got
no problem. I told you I got a lot of questions.
We got seven people in line now.
We got a lot of people waiting.
Summer, you better take the class, girl. You better take the class. You better take my class. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna come back. You take the class next week. You're gonna be like, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Skin glowing.
Okay, guys. All right, Gloria. We got about six, 7 people. So Gloria, and then Audrey.
Question: when you finish with your 7 people, this is Lady. I have a couple of questions.
Okay. All right, Gloria.
All right. Grand Rising, family. I'm not feeling well, so you might hear it in my voice. First is Summer. Are you the one that danced with me in the competition? You did line dancing, Summer?
Yes, I am.
I'm about to say,
I spoke to you before once on the chat. I said hi to you like last year sometime.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Good to see you. Okay. Yes, I don't know if I really have a question as much as I just want to. I'm thankful and grateful for our family tree. What is going on with me? I don't have a diagnosis, but I have congestion. And the good thing is, it's coming out. And you know how Dr. Paul said, instead of suppressing it, you want to what do you call it?
Purge.
Purge it. And so the thing, I'm finding that it is coming out. I feel thankful and grateful for that. But I've been very weak. I had to cancel all my classes this week. And I do have a doctor's appointment tomorrow that my daughter's going to take me to. But I just want to I'm thankful and grateful for Nitha. Nitha and I talked the other day, and Nitha said to me about taking your pulse manually. She said it before on the the group and everything, and then she said to me, "Well, you didn't ask me how to do it." So anyway, I guess I thought I knew how, but she walked me through it, and I have to say this, even though I'm not getting the best result because I'm not well. I did see what the situation was when I took my pulse manually. It actually was 55. And then I went to take my blood pressure with the machine, and it wouldn't even give me anything. It said error. So I couldn't even, read it on, my cuff. So it's good to find ways that you can check yourself. And I just want to thank Nitha for that because I'm not in a panic mode. I get an idea what's going on myself. That I was able to check that, even though I've been pretty much recording every time I took my blood pressure, and the pulse would be on there too. And she said to take it yourself.
That's
So
right.
I'm thankful for Nitha, and I'm thankful for the family tree.
Okay. Well, we
You're
hope you
welcome,
feel
and I'll
better.
call you tomorrow.
Okay,
Yes.
and people just
Now,
pray for me because I've been very weak. I don't know if I'm gonna claim this flu or whatever, but I've been from the bed to the bathroom and happy that my bed's been my best friend. Just like you said about people that are busy, I had to cancel all my classes. I had to rest is the best.
yes,
And
yes,
so
and that's
whatever's going on, I had to get the rest.
right. And that's exactly what I was going to say to you, Gloria, make sure that you shut it down. That means
Yes.
no TV. And then the quickest way
Absolutely.
you can recover is when you take an herb and you
Hmm.
go to sleep, go to bed. That's it.
Hmm.
Shut it down.
Hmm.
Don't use the
Hmm.
energy because every bit of energy that you have to use is now being for fighting whatever that virus is or
Yeah.
bacteria. So when
Whatever.
you actually shut it down, you're gonna feel
Hmm.
$1 million. You're gonna feel like $1 million every
Hmm.
time you wake up. So, if you're taking the Old Indian or the Dr. Tiara's syrup or elderberry, those are in your rotation. The horehound,
Hmm.
the mullein, all of those are in that family.
Hmm.
So just stay in that family in rotations, keep your water right,
Hmm.
and get plenty of rest. That usually
Yeah.
starts to recover and helps your body recover fast. Okay?
Yeah. The
Okay.
water, and I did the elderberry. I got one that you do take at night.
Mm-hmm.
And everything. So I'm
Okay.
just thankful and grateful. Just as
Mm-hmm.
Bill one L Morgan say, you woke me up this morning.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. That's
I
right.
know that's
That's
To
right.
right.
wake me up. I'm thankful and grateful for that because
That's
then
right.
maybe somebody that didn't wake up.
There you go. There
That's
you
right.
go.
All right.
Okay. Thank you,
All right.
Gloria.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Thank
you, and
Gloria.
I hope
you.
you feel
Thank you,
better.
family.
All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Okay. All
All
right.
right. Next is Audrey. Audrey, and then Patricia. Audrey, are you muted, Audrey?
Yeah,
There you go.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Short and sweet. Weight loss. A couple of weeks ago, you mentioned, someone asked, and you mentioned two things. I caught the chickweed, but there was something you said before that started with an H, and I didn't catch it.
Hoodia.
The
Hoodia.
Hootie.
what that
Yeah,
word was.
not to be
What
confused
herb?
with hootenilla. It's not to be confused with the herb we were talking about earlier with
Yeah,
is the
my
hootenilla.
internet. Great. One
Mm-hmm.
second. My
Yeah. Are you there?
my internet is shaky. I can't hear. I'm here,
Okay.
but okay. Now it's better.
Okay.
It
So
was
the herb is called hoodia. Hoodia. Okay.
okay.
Hoodia was actually got its reputation from the Aborigines. And it's also used for when they're out in the areas of Australia and in those desert areas, and they go long times without eating. So that's
Wow.
what suffices them because Hoodia actually helps to
Man.
nourish the body to the degree where it makes you feel like you're full. And
Right.
it
Mhm.
actually is providing all of the nutrients that you need so your body has no cravings. It turns off of that signal called ghrelin, which actually is from your gut, which sends a
Right.
signal to the brain saying, girl, you better
Fabulous.
go ahead and eat something. And
I love
it
it.
turns that
Which
signal off,
which fruit is the
Uh-huh.
best
which is the
if
best,
I,
right?
go on?
Yeah. So that's what it's called, Hoodia.
It's breaking up again. What form of it? Is it pills? Is it tea? Which would be?
You can get it in all the above. You can get it in all above. It comes in capsules. It comes in teas. You can get Hoodia powder. It comes in complexes. There's even complexes with this, and it helps with weight loss. Many people have experienced a lot of good weight loss. So that is one in that same family as chickweed, things like that. So they're very nutritious and helps with, literally shutting down that signal to say it's time to eat. Okay.
Gotcha. My internet was not very good for a few minutes there. I was asking, and I think you answered it, but I couldn't hear it. Which forms do you
it's powders. You can get powders. Yeah, you can get capsules. You can get powders also. Yep. In just pretty much all the different forms you can get it in. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
and
good.
it's actually from the cacti. That's where it's from. It's from the cacti. So it's really it's one of the most nutritious things. And I tell you, you will start to lose some weight. I have a lot of people that have taken that and they said, you know what, that Hoodia really works. Yeah.
It's been around for many years, Dr. Paul, as I mentioned before when you spoke about it, because 60 Minutes did a thing on it about 10 years or more ago.
Yeah, wow. Wow. Yeah,
What's the
60
better
minutes.
What's the better brand?
There's only any brand that's made the commitment to be organic. That's what you look for. Anyone that's made the commitment to be organic. Yeah.
Dr. Paul, what was the other one that the young lady mentioned? Not the Huda, but what was the other one that she mentioned?
Hutania.
Chickweed.
Oh, you mean chickweed? Chickweed.
Okay.
Chickweed.
I got that.
Yeah, chickweed. Yeah.
So how do you prepare the chickweed?
Same way. There could be a tea. Chickweed was its lore is that it got its name because it was initially a feed for the farmers. And they gave it to the chickens. They had needed something to feed, so they wanted to actually raise the level. They had ran out of feed one day, so they mixed it with the feed. And next thing you know, the chickens started going crazy. They started eating this stuff, and next thing you know, they started laying double eggs. They started more double eggs. And when they laid more eggs, they said, "Well, let's see if we can get this to the other animals." So they gave it to the cows, and the cows started making more milk. Got it? So everything they gave it to got stronger and more nutritious. So it's got its name originally from the from the chicken that they actually feed. They used to mix it as an addition to, raise the amount of feed for the chickens, but it started to really catch. And people started losing weight also because it actually blocks that ability for your body to say, I'm hungry. So it's amazing. It's amazing herb. Amazing. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Excuse me.
All right,
I had about chickweed, right? I had some of the leaves. I guess the leaf or something. It looks like oregano or something like that. The chickweed thing. So they were saying that I didn't know how much of those leaves that you do to if you boil water and make it into a tea, or can you use those leaves and put it in your green drink?
You can do all the above. Yep, all the above. Remember, this is all food, so you can't go wrong. You can't mess up. The only thing I would tell people is that when you're doing any herbs, just be cautious of the liquid versions or the tincture version or the extracts, because a lot of the extracts some of them have alcohol, and that's a fermentation, so you gotta be careful. If you're dehydrated, you don't want to mess with those tinctures. So you want to make sure it's alcohol free if you decide to do those. But chickweed also, some people will use it as a salve also. They actually can make a salve. You mix it with like a beeswax, and you can make like a salve out of it, and it's good for inflammation. It reduces inflammation. So that goes on our knees, just like the comfrey and all the other ones.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess next up, Patricia. Patricia Burt, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. Thank you for your patience.
What's up,
you're
Patricia?
welcome. Hey, Dr. Paul, how are you?
I'm doing good. Where are you at? You on your phone?
Yes. You see me?
Okay. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, there you go.
Question for you. My grandson, he's 26, and he shared with me the other day that he's had motion sickness since he was about 4 or 5. So he gets it more when he sits in the back seat. But he's a driver. He doesn't feel it as much when he sits in the front seat. But he said he gets nauseated and he gets headaches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. My son still does that. If certain times we're in the ride and he's in the back seat, he gets motions, dizziness also. It's equilibrium. Sometimes that could be you can have a chiropractor check out, just make sure there's no spinal issues going on. Because even when they're young like that, Dr. Lenny will tell you, the younger they are, we got to make sure the young ones are checked out also. So even the babies, we check them out also. So spinal, which usually is around the C1 through C7, have them checked out. And then, of course, we have to make sure that, there's an epi maneuver. Remember that epi maneuver? We talk about sometimes some people will have a lot of those areas inside of the head or the ear that actually gets caught. So sometimes there's a little bit of, signals, the little crystals get blocked.
Right.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do, but I would have, someone check them out first.
Okay.
I would say check a chiropractor first, because the epi maneuver is something that you can do. You can go right online and see how it's done. Because was he in sports or anything? How old is he?
25.
25.
He's 25, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
if
was
he's
into
playing,
basketball in high school.
yes, sometimes sports and things like that can cause those things. But yes, definitely, I would say, have him check out and get checked out by a chiropractor. That's what I would do,
Okay.
because make sure. So you have to eliminate the structural issue. Take that off the table. Make sure it's not structural. So when you know that it's not structural, then we got to look at what is he eating. Got it? Watching his food, making sure he's hydrated. So it's a balance there.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then I had one more. His
Okay.
grandson. What can you give a child like 7 years old for parasites?
What can you give them for parasites when they're that young? I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about my grandma. You know what they used to do? They used to take those bitter herbs, those parasite herbs, and she used to say her mom used to take it, and my great grandmother, I guess now, she used to take the sugar, put it in some water, stir it down until the water starts to evaporate. When it starts, just before it evaporates, they take those bitter herbs and put it right in that pot, and they swirl it together and make a piece of candy out of it. And then they put that right in there, and they send them on to school. And by the time they finish, sucking on the candy, that bitter herb then got right into the gut. And that's what it would. That's the way they give it to children. So elderberry is one that's good. Elderberry. Black, the sambucas is good.
Okay.
That would be my first choice right there. We say not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul. Got it?
Okay.
Other ones are a little bit too bitter for the children. So we try to just make sure they stay away from the sugar. You got to keep the sugar away from them, because that's what spawns parasites. See, parasites
I told him that.
love. Yeah. Yep. I tell you, my grandma got me off of it real quick. She said, "Little Paul, too much sugar give you the worms." I said, "My sugar days are over."
Well, I know that's right.
My sugar
And I
days.
do have some sambuca downstairs, so I'm gonna give that to him.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
thank you. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you. All right.
Have a good evening.
All right. Take care.
Thank you much. All right.
Bye-bye.
Val next. Val, you there?
Excuse me, before you go to the next person, if you have asked and your question has been answered, please put your hand down. Thank you.
Yes, and also before we do that, the next person, can we go over to Facebook to give a shout out to see if everybody's over there? We want to give a shout out to see who's on Facebook. Big B on Prophetess. We want to give a shout out to our fam over there. Just to give them a shout out. If they don't have any questions, just give them a shout out.
Joey Dixon, we want to shout out Joey Dixon.
Joey Dixon, what's up, buddy? All right.
Phyllis Wingate.
Okay.
Good.
Good.
Andrea Bratcher's there.
Yeah.
All right.
Of course, Margaret Campfield, because Margaret's on both of them. She got us
Hey,
going.
wasn't it Margaret's birthday yesterday? I think it was Margaret's birthday yesterday.
Margaret, was it your birthday yesterday? That's an old phrase. Well, was your birthday yesterday, Margaret? You can tell us. We won't tell nobody.
I want to shout out my sister, Prophetess Nichelle Roseman, is on Facebook.
All right, shout out. Yes, absolutely.
And I don't see any questions.
No, there are no questions over there.
All right. Okay.
All right. Up next is Val. Val, you there?
I'm here. Thanks for that brief interruption. I needed to find my thing so I could unmute it.
Brief interruption. See, we utilize time here, Val.
Yes. So a question for you regarding the water intake. In the summertime, it's just really easy to get it in. This is the time of year when it's a little bit harder. So like if you drink tea, does that count? If you add lemon to it or something to it, does that count, or does it need to be just straight water?
Yeah. So that means that teas, anything outside of water does not constitute as your total intake for water. Okay. So definitely that does not count, because here's the thing. When your body has tea, if you have tea, your body has to now extract the water. To get to the water, it has to extract it. And now that's an extra step. That means I got to use energy to try to get energy. And that's where the body's like, I can do it, but it's an extra step for me. So I would rather just have straight water, because that means that has the charge I need, and it can help me break down anything, and I can move it anywhere in the body, in the system. So it works a little bit better. But like I said, it still can metabolize it the proper way, but it does not constitute for your total intake for the day.
Okay. And now I appreciate that. And now for like an older person, trying to get them to get their water in, like, is there a time, like, is there a certain amount they should drink each hour to maybe try to get it in?
Yeah, good question. Excellent question. Because as seniors, of course, the problem is getting back and forth to the bathroom. But in most cases, they're so acidic that they really need the water. But people believe that if I keep drinking water, I'm going to keep going. That's true to a certain level. See, if you reach a certain level where your body's so acidic, any water you get, I'm going to flush it out as fast as possible. So you're going to go immediately. But believe it or not, if you continuously drink water, it will level itself off. And that means you won't have to go as frequently if you raise the pH. Now, here's what I would say for some people. It works better if you not sip it all throughout the day. Got it? Some people, it works better if you just take it in set times. So if it's set times, especially if you're very busy or you have a job, you may be a teacher or someone, and you always have to be on location, or you got to be in a certain spot, or maybe you're a driver or something your job includes that you got to be there. That works best for you, because if you have a set time, like I'm going to take my water, set time in the morning, 2 to 3 hours is usually the normal elimination time. 2 to 3 hours. Got it? So if it's 6 in the morning, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, that's going to be your first elimination. So that helps you with your process. So I would try to do it in set times if you can. That works better. Let me give you an example. One more point. My son was having a problem with that. He kept going and going. I said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "I keep drinking water. I got to keep going." I said, "What time are you drinking?" "I'm just drinking it all throughout the day." That's a problem. You don't want to drink it all throughout the day, because you're going to be what? Every 2 to 3 hours, you're going to be going. You're going to be running like a faucet. So that's why you want to do set times. That usually works well. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Spread that 3 times. Spread that. Divide your total intake of water for a day. Half your body weight in ounces. Once you get that number, divide that by 3. And then that's what you would do 3 times a day. Got it? Just don't drink after 7 o'clock if you can.
Okay, so wait a minute. Body weight in ounces divided by 2 or 3?
2. So right now, so you take your body weight, split it in half. Now that's your total intake. That's your total intake for water during the day. Yeah, and then divide that by 3, and that's how much you would take 3 times a day.
Okay.
And that'll that'll help you with the process, especially with seniors. It's hard to keep them. You got to get your delivery system available for them. That means sometimes they got to make sure they're not climbing steps and things like that, and they can easily get to the bathroom. it becomes an inconvenience, and I totally understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I like the way you phrase it. You say you got to take your water, right? It's medicine.
Yeah,
exactly
there you
right.
go. It's medicine.
Exactly right.
It makes the medicine work. The real herbs work, right? There you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Val. Thank you so much, Val. Appreciate you.
All right. Samsung SMA546U. You ready? I see you looking your hands up. I don't know the name. Samsung SMA546. Yes, that's right. Come on. Go ahead. Speak. Speak. I see you looking. That's you. That's you. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, Happy New Year, Doctor.
Yes, ma'am.
That's Joan from Martin. I don't know why the Samsung is doing this.
What's up, Joan? Yeah, you okay?
Okay. Yes. I got a question and then I got something to share with you. I'm scheduled because I was in so much pain with my knee, and I am scheduled for a knee replacement on April the 10th. And after hearing different testimonies and a young lady from New York with her water, I was saying to myself, maybe I need to start taking that quadrangularis, the bone density stuff. And I didn't. Thank you, Bill. And clove oil I've been using on my knee. Now, I do drink the 8-ounce bottle of Crystal Geyser because I get it from PJP, which is 8 ounces. And I find that very easy to, get down.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have the big babies, I call them, from the dollar store.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering if I take the burdock and that say it again, cissus. Can I take them together?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take them together?
I don't think you need both of them. Okay, because both of them are going to be frequency for your liver. You got to be careful. You don't want to overlap. And not saying that it's not the herb for you. That would have to be determined by an assessment. But whenever you're doing two herbs like that, they're going to demand more water. You just need one, the cissus or the burdock. Got it? You just need one. That's a liver cleanse. Cissus is actually a liver cleanse. It's also a liver cleanse. So it's going to clean the blood at the same time. See, in order for the bone density to increase, you got to clean the blood. So that's why cissus works so well. So you don't want to overlap. That would be overlapping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
You don't need both. Right. Remember, we've been sort of, I would say, conditioned that more is better. More is not better. Balance is better. So just one is all you need. Okay? One, I would say the cissus. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the cissus. And the other thing, I've been taking a D3K2 gummies. Are they okay to take?
Mm-hmm. They're okay. They're okay. Yeah, Nature Sunshine has been around, of course. That's been around, a staple in holistic health and in the natural field for a long time. So they're good. They're good.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you.
Just make sure there's no gelatins. No, we don't want no the gummies. You just gotta watch them because that's glycerins. The glycerins are pork and beef. Those are animal.
And dyes.
Okay.
Okay.
And dyes.
All right.
That? Was that Dr. Clorinda?
Yes.
Yeah.
And dyes.
Yep. All right, then up next is Queen. Queen Park, you there?
Which
Queen? You there?
Queen.
Queen is here.
The 95-year-old queen?
No, it's
Queen
the
Park.
other queen.
Oh, the pretty queen.
The other queen.
The 95-year-old queen. You got to close us out. You close us out all the time. She closes us out. Okay?
Oh, boy. Hello, everybody. You guys were talking about celebrations. It's the King and I's 31st wedding anniversary today.
Well, you go in now. Yes, congratulations.
Yay,
everybody come off mute. Queen.
Yes. Happy anniversary.
Queen and her king.
That's
Thank
right.
you. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Congratulations.
Bless the Lord. Okay, so here's my question. What I use the inhaler, Dr. Paul, and you probably told me before, so forgive me if I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
What herbs could I take? Because I've been doing good where I haven't had to use it so much, but lately I've been using it a lot. So
Mm-hmm.
what herb could I take to kind of help me stop taking so much of the
The inhaler.
inhaler? And I,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So that would be any expectorants, any expectorant
Somebody
herbs.
has to mute.
Yeah, somebody make sure we mute. Family, make sure y'all mute. Make sure you mute. Any of those would be expectorant herbs. You know, the expectorants are the mullein. That would be
Okay.
the olive leaf. That would be the horehound. That would be the yerba. You know, that would be the alfalfa. That would be the nettle. Okay, these are all the stinging nettle.
Okay.
These are all for, you know, pulling the mucus off the body. They have a lot of them have this thing called inulin, inulin. And inulin keeps the coolness of the lungs, you know, so it now keeps them cool because a lot of times, you know, your body has to keep a balance in the lung activity to keep that those parasites and bacteria and things out of there so that you're not building up that. You remember we call that, you know, back in the day they call that the death rattle. You remember the death?
Oh yeah, yeah, I heard. Yeah, yeah,
Sort
yeah.
of mucus rising, little
It's a little
that.
teeny bit right there now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's where you want to lower that. That's mucus. That's mucus rising. So that means that the mucus is not bad. See, people have given mucus a bad rap. Mucus is not a bad rap.
Yeah, it
It's the,
carries the germs.
right. It's the transient system for moving waste out of your body. So just looking at the color tells you how intense your virus or bacteria or whatever you're facing is. So that white turns into what? Yellow.
Yellow.
Turns into what? Green.
Start going
Got it?
green.
So
Yeah.
that tells you the intensity as it goes from white to yellow. It's less moisture, so it gets thicker. And if it gets really thick, I got to get it up. I got to get it even more thicker because this thing is nasty. This virus is nasty. I got to take all the moisture out of it. That's when you get that thick mucus, and it's like green. Somebody spit out next to you and it's green.
Ew.
You better run.
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 Get a horse.
Run, Forrest, run.
Get your
Run,
horse.
Forrest, run. Yeah. So those are the herbs that would traditionally be used for that. Those are called expectorants.
Okay.
Yeah, one that's
Thank
really
you.
good. I want to give y'all one. If I could, can I give y'all one? We can take a
Yes,
little quick
please.
break. There's one that I love, and this one's called Usnea. Usnea. And I mentioned this before. Big B, you know, we call this one. I actually call this the old man's beard.
Yeah.
It's called old man's beard. And it's perfect because I pull these out because this is the time when you see things like the super flu going on. This one is very unique in its own nature. Now, Usnea is spelled Usnea. Usnea. And did you know that the Native American, which is where's part of my heritage, is where we are, this is one of the seasonal herbs for this season right now. Usnea. Usnea was used because it's part of what's called the lichens. Spell lichens. Lichen. But it's pronounced lichen.
Okay.
Lichens. Now, what's interesting about the lichens is this comes from the fungus. It's actually a fungus and algae put together. This is the only one you're going to find in nature that combines like this. It's a fungus, like a mushroom, and it's algae. And then when it gets together, it creates a consistency that droops and looks like a beard. You can't see God, you ain't looking, y'all. I keep telling you. You can't see God, you are not looking. But this particular one is very good because it actually deals with the stubborn cough. You remember that stubborn that you can't get out? You're like, it's caught. And that mucus. So it deals with those stubborn bacteria and virus and fungus. So it takes one to know one. So if it's already an algae and it's a fungus, it can deal with something like that. You got it? Takes one to know one, right?
Takes one to know one.
Takes one to know one. So that's why you're putting life back into your body. And this thing has a different charge. It has a negative charge, which compared to the positive charge, this thing is going to neutralize that stuff and get that stuff right on out of you. Got it? So that's why I would say Usnea is a perfect one for such a time as this.
Okay.
So when you're really reaching out trying to get like an herb, it's the lichens. They call it lichens, Lichen.
Okay.
Or that lichens family, because there's a lot of them. Now, here's what's even wild about the lichens. Now, this is where I love about it. It converts carbon dioxide in the atmosphere into oxygen, just like regular plants.
Awesome.
But this thing is amazing. And the way it does it in a way where it feeds other plant life and at the same time feeds us. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing. So it looks like hair. If you pull it up, if you Googling right now, Google Usnea. It looked like a little goatee. That's what it looks like. Like a man's goatee.
Okay.
Yep. So did you know that they put a lot of this in cosmetics? Yeah, a lot of this, they use it in cosmetics. So it's used in a lot of different things, but it's very good for shutting down the replication of viruses. Those polyphenols and all those things, the polysaccharides, all those things that shut down those antioxidant properties, it shuts it down. So that's what you need right now. So that's what we need for this super flu that's out here.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay,
yes,
Queen.
Absolutely, Queen. All right. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, Queen. I have a question from Facebook.
All right.
I have a question from
Up
Facebook.
next, Dr. Watson. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead,
From Phyllis Wingate. She says, can she take herbs if she has had a steroid shot? She doesn't say what the steroid shot is from or for.
Before you do anything, you want to be assessed first, okay? Because that's kind of a loaded question. If you're taking steroids, you got to know what you're taking it for. Of course, in most cases, things like inflammation. So that's a bigger question. That's sort of loaded. You got to unpack that. I would say in order, an assessment would be in order because food, you got to know how to eat. And herbs are always good. Remember, herbs are just food. That's all it is. And just make sure it's not conflicting with medication, things like that. So it's a lot of questions that I would have to ask her on that one. Okay. But definitely people are doing it. And people are managing it properly.
Okay. All right. Next up says Zoom user, Dr. Wall. I don't see a name.
Okay. Zoom user.
Zoom user. Young lady, I see you there. Zoom user. She has red hair. Now she knows who she is.
Yeah, you are.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Yes. Your turn.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, that would be you. That would be you.
It just says Zoom user.
I'm Janice. I'm Janice Brown. I haven't been on in a while.
Okay,
hey, Janice, what's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
I have a question. Is there or are there any herbs that can cross the brain barrier to get rid of a condition known as meningiomas? If you're familiar with that.
Yeah. See, whenever you're looking at herbs that cross the blood-brain barrier, you would have to see the person's situation first. Usually food, things like, and here's the list of ones that I can only speak in general, okay? Gotu kola, Gotukola, Gotu kola. See, Gotu kola actually deals with the pineal pituitary hypothalamus, grand triangle, helps with the balancing of that energy. So one's pituitary, growth and development, the hypothalamus dealing with the endocrine systems. The master is that pineal gland. So it's firing off. So you got to keep that in balance. So any type of inflammation in the brain comes with definitely dealing with what the person is eating also. They would have to be put on a good diet. Make sure to stay off the acid foods. It's usually the foods. And Gotu kola, not to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent disease, just food for the soul, is one that's good. Another one that I would highly recommend is Bacopa. 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 See, Bacopa has the ability to not only deal with the blood-brain barrier, but it also has the ability to cross. It allows you to utilize both left and right hemispheres of your brain. So that means when you want to get your thought and processes and those synapses that you kind of remember stuff, I can't remember nothing. All of a sudden, next thing you know, you're remembering again because it's starting to now support the activity crossing into the blood-brain barrier. See, the blood-brain barrier is your last defense from harmful chemicals and things. So if there's already a level of arthritis, and that's all that basically is in the brain, whether meningitis or something that's happening with the brain, is a form of inflammation. Any itis at the end is inflammation. So what we got to do is reduce the inflammation. Definitely, they got to be spot on with their water. Okay, spot on with the water. So you know what the water to tell them, right?
Right.
Yep, stay on top of them with the water. That's what it is. It starts with the water. Everything starts with the water. Give them the good water. Half the body weight in ounces. Get as close as they can to that, and be a stickler with it, because when you're dealing with the brain, you got to be spot on with that. That spinal fluid and all those things are needing really good water. You need that really.
Excuse me, the Bacopa. What form is that? Is that a pill or?
It's a capsule form. You can find it in a lot of different forms. You can find it in powder. You can find it in capsules. Bacopa is an aquatic. It's an aquatic. So that means it can be found in both land and sea. Land and sea. And when you find Bacopa, it has a peculiarity like no other herb to deal with both sides of your brain. And then it allows your left and right hemisphere to see each other and work together. Because you know how some people say, I'm a left brain thinker. Some people say, well, I'm a right brain thinker. But now this has the ability to help you bring both hemispheres together at the same time. So that's why when we give Bacopa, we give it to students, like people who are really into technology. And if you're thinking, I stay on it. So I keep on it. I keep on it. And I gave it to my son when he was in school. It helps you think better. It helps you focus better. Your concentration and recall is amazing. You just kind of remember everything. It's like they mention it one time. Somebody mentioned something one time and you remember it. It's amazing recall. So that's why Bacopa and Cola would be high on the list of the ones I would look for. Any type of
You can
inflammation.
find all three of them in Mind Care by Copa, Cola, and ashwagandha.
Thank you, Nifa. That's right. There's a
take it every day.
There you go.
See how my mind works?
Yes, ashwagandha. Yeah, there you go. Plug. That was a great plug.
That's what you call a shameless plug.
So what she's talking about is there's a formula that's already packaged up. It's called Mind Care. Mind Care. And it's by a company called Himalaya. Mind Care. And its three primary formulas are Cola, Bacopa, and ashwagandha. Okay, but if you look in the other ingredients, it has a breakdown of other ones in there, valerian's in there. You know, it also goes into a lot of the other brain, relaxants. The kava, I believe, is in there. There's a lot of different ones. So it's all balancers. So that's what we're looking at. Reducing inflammation starts with, lowering that pH. So hopefully that helps you, okay?
Thank you very much.
What was the name of that? Excuse me, the name of the company for the Mind Care package?
Sure, it's called Himalaya. Y'all want me to show it to you?
Yeah.
I kind of knew he was going to say that. Himalaya. Mind Care.
While he's looking, bear in mind it's 9:20, and we've got four more people that have not
wow,
been.
time flies.
Hello, this is Lady.
Yeah, Lady, we haven't gotten.
I'm on the phone.
Yes, we haven't gotten you, Lady.
Okay.
All right. So here it is. I'm going to give this to you. I'm going to show you what this is, and then we're going to go to Lady. Okay. All right. I'm going to show y'all what Mind Care looks like. And let me know, Big B, if you can see it, okay?
You got it, my friend.
Can y'all see it?
There you are, man. Right there.
That's it.
Yep. And you can see, as it says, for mental sharpness and focus, supports memory and cognitive wellness. Yep. Very, very powerful, powerful formula right here. It's non-GMO. Okay. And it includes that bacopa and the ashwagandha. And the Gotu Cola is in there also. See the Gotu Cola? Yep. So,
Be
so
careful on
it,
the back of there. It says has almond. So if you're allergic to nuts.
yeah, if you have anything, and that's with anything, yeah, you got to watch always with any products. Make sure if you are having allergic reactions to nuts, make sure you make sure you check with all products. Yep, good point, good catch. Now, also, whenever you're talking about allergens and things like that, I always talk about folks. I say, just make sure that when you're allergic to something, that you're not allergic to the sprays that they're putting on the stuff.
Amen.
Because sometimes they will sit there and they will diagnose a person as having an allergic to a specific thing, but really, what was the sample you use? Because some of the samples you use that people use in allergists, they may be using something that's already contaminated, that has been sprayed with the glyphosates, the chlorpyrifos, all those different things and sprays that are out there. That paraquat, remember Big B? We talked about the paraquat. We talked about the paraquat last week. This stuff is out of control, y'all. So just make sure if you do that, make sure you question the allergist, whoever you're going, what is the sample you're using? Okay. All right. So that's it.
All right.
That's it.
All right, lady, and then we'll go to Jacqueline.
Hey, lady.
Hey, how are you? I just got a text message. Angela Forrest said hello.
Okay.
Excellent. My question is, I have a niece that is leaking. She was told that she's leaking her spinal fluid. And she said sometimes it comes out in her nose, sometimes the corner of her eye, and I forgot what medication she's taking for it. What can she do about that?
Yeah, that's a very complex situation there. I would say she definitely needs to get all the data that she needs to make sure, you're on point with that. That's a serious situation there.
Serious, yes.
That's a very serious situation. So you want to make sure that she's getting the proper assessments, get all data, all tests that are being done, who actually is authorizing the test to be done. That's just a serious situation. There's no herbal things that you can do right now until you know what's going on.
That's
So whenever you start to see something where it's leaking, it's trying to get rid of something. That's the body purging. So it's something going on in the system. I can tell you, there's a lot of things that it could be, but I would be just speculating. So I don't want to speculate. You got to make sure the person has done pretty much all the testing to be sure. See, that's the one thing the allopathic field is very good with. They're good at diagnosing a situation. Testing is off the chart. It's actually wonderful. It's the treatment processes that become complicated and can be dangerous. Got it? So I want you to just,
I got it.
Yeah, so you got it. Yep. So just do the best you can with that one, okay?
Okay. The other thing I want to ask, I have been taking for a few years Rainbow Light calcium with magnesium and vitamin D3. I want to know, is that good for me? And it says it promotes enhanced calcium absorption and utilization, and it's a vegetarian tablet. Is that something I should continue taking, or should I take something?
Well, that would be you would have to get an assessment to know if that's the herb for you. See, some people will say, well, what's the best herb? Well, the best herb is the herb for you.
Yeah.
Got it? Right. So it's not there's no perfect herb for everybody has a specific herb for what the imbalance that they're facing. So the first thing you want to do is always find out, where's my imbalance? What am I experiencing? What am I going through? That's an assessment. Now I can tell you if you have now you were saying it was Rainbow brand. Calcium. Was
It's
it calcium?
rainbow. It says rainbow light. Rainbow
Rainbow
light.
light. Okay, I've heard of
Yeah,
the formula.
LIGHT.
I've heard of the formula.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the rainbow light. Now, here's when it comes to calcium, I just have a different spin. Okay, my
Mm-hmm.
spin on calcium is you want bioavailable calcium. Got it? Bioavailable means that not like the calcium that you like the plaster in the walls. You want the one
Okay,
that's
go ahead.
yeah, you want the ones that are out of the ocean. So you can get what's called coral calcium. Coral, Coral, calcium. Specifically from places like Okinawa. Okay, somewhere from Okinawa. Somebody go on mute. Somebody go on mute. Okay, make sure everybody's on mute.
Nita.
Okay.
That's you, Nita.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got her. I got her. Yeah.
Okinawa and what else?
No, that's it. You
That's
know,
it.
any of the coral calciums. See, coral calcium is
Okay.
bioavailable. So you can't see on the calcium you're looking at, you can get too much of that. Okay, you can get too much and it
Mm.
gets too high. And for those that are listening, if you're taking like a calcium, sometimes they'll say, well, your calcium level is too high. But if you're taking a coral calcium, it's bioavailable. You just pee it out. So you can't absorb
Mm.
that level. So your levels can go really high and get the real nutrients that you need for bone density and all the things that calcium bring. But when you take
Mm-hmm.
in that version, that can be chalky and it can be too much for the system. So you get bioavailable.
Mm-hmm.
But always, if you're taking coral calcium, make sure you tell your doctor the difference because you remember there's 9 types of calcium. Y'all remember I went over them 9 types of calciums, right? And the one that we have that's coral calcium is bioavailable. It breaks down. So you can't build it up in the system. So you can get really high numbers on that. Remember the great exodus I told y'all about, the story that took place in Okinawa, where all the doctors left the island because everybody was well. Nobody was sick. It was because of the coral calcium, which was on the peninsula all around the entire the islands filled with nothing but coral calcium. So they were giving it to the field, they're giving it to the animals, giving it, drinking it, planting the food, they were watering their vegetation. Everything grew like crazy because of the coral calcium. Okay,
I
so
have
that's
one more question, and
okay.
then I'm done.
Okay.
Well, I cannot always afford to buy bottled water. So I got on the suggestion of a friend something called Zero Water that filters the water. Is that good? And if it's not, how can I make my water alkaline naturally?
Yeah. Now I can tell you this now that you're where you live. Where are you from?
In New York, I'm in New York.
Yeah. So I would
So
say
the thing is, since I've been using this filter, I don't taste the chlorine. I don't taste any of those things I usually taste in the water. And it's much more drinkable to me because the tap water is crap out here. Even when you bathe in it, when the water runs, you actually smell the chlorine bleach. The longer you run it, the less you smell it. But it's still in the water. You can still taste it. So since I've been using this filter, the water has taste. Whew, I can't even explain to you how much better it's been tasting. It's called Zero Water.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Zero Water. I'm familiar. So it can help. It can help. But to the maximum support for what you need, remember, the water, these filters have to do many things that even commercial filtering can't do. And in most cities, they're finding, like, for example, here in the Delaware Valley, they found 56 traces of pharmaceutical drugs in the water after commercial filtering. So now when you take those little zero filters, they can help. But ultimately, the way you would get around that, if you really want to get your water right, you can do an ionizer. It's expensive though. And like I said, you're trying to be cost effective. But really, when you're taking those zero waters, it can't pull all of the things that are out there because you're not only just the fluoride, but you got chlorine, you got cryptosporidium, you got amoebas, you got parasites, you got heavy metals. See, there's a whole lot of other things you can't taste that are in there. And it's just too contaminated right now. City waters are just they're really suspect right now. You got to be very, very careful. So if you can get the bottled water there, the Crystal Geyser is 99 cents or between $1 to $1.25 maybe, and maybe a little
You
higher in some
you know
places.
what? I've seen that in the Dollar Tree out here. The thing is, for me, it tastes a little salty, and I don't know why. It tastes a little salty.
Sure. It's going to have a natural salt to it. That's all natural though.
Okay.
So you can be it doesn't have to be Crystal Geyser. Any spring water bottle at the source. There may be another brand around there.
Mm-hmm.
So you just have to look for it. But the key is bottle at the source, not from the source. Because from the source can be the spigot. So it's got to be at the source. Got it? Bottle at the source.
Okay. And you said an ionizer?
Yeah, ionizers are these machines that are at the tap. They're ionizers at the tap. That's what Erin Brockovich used when she was investigating on Flint, Michigan. She said, we're going to lose a generation of children unless we put an ionizer at the tap. So they didn't do it. They basically just let them, a lot of the children and things are still having effects of that. But the ionizers clean the water without pulling the hydrogen, but it also cleans the water, but also raises the charge of the pH. So it's an investment, but it's an alternative. Okay.
Thank you so very much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Have a
All
blessed
right.
night and happy
Appreciate
New
you.
Year.
Before you go, can I share something with the caller?
Sure.
I had the CSF leak surgery, and I don't mind sharing my experience with you. If you want to talk about it, if you want to give me your number I know you on the phone.
Excellent.
Put in the
But
chat box and I'll
yeah,
grab
put
it.
it right in the chat.
She's on the phone. So do you want to say your number and I can give you a call?
Is there any way my number can be given to her without everybody hearing?
Unless you text.
We already see it. It's your identification. But I'll grab it.
So Queen,
It's already shown. So
it's
I'll
already
grab it.
showing in it. Yep. So
Okay,
Queen,
the
you can grab
prophetess
it.
can give it to me because I don't see it. I don't see it. Prophetess, you can call me and give it to me.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay.
Jacqueline, we got
who is it? We got Queen, right? We got Queen.
We have too many people and it's
we
only
got too many people and
yeah.
not enough time, y'all.
Yeah, 9:33
and not enough time. I'm sorry, y'all. But we gotta close it out. But Queen always reminds us. It's 95. She said, you know what? I'm 95, y'all. I'm 95. And I remember now, before you speak to me now, I didn't forgot more than you know now.
But I want to say, with that water, it helped me. I take it in the morning. I'm 150 pounds, so I do the half and the third. And I take a glass of water when I get up in the morning, 8 hours. Then I make sure during the day when I take my medicine, I'll take a bottle with it, and I take quite a bit of medicine. And then when I go to bed at night, I make sure I take warm water. Now, I don't know hot water. And I sleep well. I get up about 2 to 3 hours. But I don't have to stay there long and I can go right back to sleep. So drink your water, watch it, and know that it works. And you know me, as slow as I am, it's good. So blessed to everyone and Happy New Year. Peace and love.
All right, peace and love. Let's give Queen a hand, y'all, to the Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, hail the Queen. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Queen.
Thank you, Queen. You continue to do the great work. And I want to say to everyone, yes, we want to stay on top of the water. Do the best you can. Crawl, walk, run, right? Crawl, walk, run. All right, we can't get to everybody. Yes. You had something else, Queen? Yeah, go ahead.
If you're not going to listen to the doctor and the thing that he get, my mother said, don't go to it. Keep listening and be mindful, because I have never seen or dealt with a doctor like Dr. Paul.
Well,
I appreciate you, Queen.
I'm grateful.
he's looking good. He's a good dad, and seems to be a good husband. So, amen.
Keep on going, Queen. Keep on going, Queen.
Hey, Queen, and I'm
Come
trying
on,
to be
Queen.
good looking like him
Come on,
too.
Queen. Come
Let's
on.
get Dr. Paula
To
here.
thine own self be true, dear Brutus, be false to no man.
That's right,
Oh
Queen.
man,
That's right. That's right.
That's too much. Too much.
That's
All
right.
right, guys.
Thank you,
We are at
Queen.
that
We
point,
appreciate
boy.
you. We love you.
Definitely.
Thank
So
you so
nice.
much for the kind words. I appreciate you. We say we do what we talk about. That's right.
Love
All right.
all.
We gotta shut it on down. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. But hey, if you want to be a part of the family tree, I would say everyone tell somebody about the program and bring them next week. We try to expand this family, make this tree a whole lot bigger, right?
Yeah, buddy.
We want to be that big B, tell them how they could be a part of the family tree. And also if they want to make a donation to the cause, and that's meaning that you put the programs on Facebook, tell them where they can get the programs and how they can get a transcript of tonight's program.
As always, I'm calling on to make sure you get a copy. Now, chat, you got to do what? You got to send me an email, guys. Send me an email to mechavideo@gmail.com. Again, mechavideo@gmail.com. And to continue to support the family tree, you want to use my Cash App. That's $BILMORGAN. Again, $BILMORGAN. Of course, if you use Zelle through your bank, that ID number is mechavideo@comcast.net. Again, mechavideo@comcast.net. Of course, you can get us right over here at our P.O. Box right here in Mullica Hill, Bill Morgan, P.O. Box 191, Mullica Hill, New Jersey 08062. Bring your bring your friends. We can get in there. Bring your friends. Bring everybody right to the family tree.
All right. Hey, y'all, did y'all learn anything tonight? Did y'all learn anything tonight?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you learned something tonight. I'm only going to charge you with one thing, and that's go tell somebody. Go share the information. Yeah, go tell it on the mouth. That's right. And that means don't hold on to this, because your very blessing in most cases happens when you share the information.
Amen.
You'd be surprised how this thing comes back at you. We say you can't be God-given. Y'all believe that? You can't be God-given. So when you have something you know is working for you, share it with your family. Even if it rubs them the wrong way. Because a lot of them don't want to hear it. But you keep on pushing, all right? God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And I want to thank Prophetess over there, a.k.a. Fingers. Yes. And also our host with the most, Big B Bill 1L Morgan. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. I want to thank y'all and say go to the website. Also be a part of the family classes. You can be in school. That means learn this stuff. And we got a structured program for you. Go to www.globalmiu.com. That's right. www.globalmiu.com. And you can get a certificate. The certificate look good. It sure look good. It can be hanging on your wall. And it's actually from we are a United Nations special consultant organization. So you're part of now the family. So God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And remember, if you're breathing, you gotta shine. All right, what we gonna do? What's Marcy? Is Marcy in here? Where's Marcy?
Marcy's in there. Marcy's
Marcy. Come on, Marcy. Tap. Come on, tap. Come on down. We're gonna get a little qigong before we leave out of here. Tap. Come on, y'all. Don't look. Make sure you participate, right? Tap. Right? Come on. Come on. Some of y'all don't look like y'all want to tap each other. Come on. Y'all don't want to tap yourself. That's right. Come on. It's moving that lymph system, right? Move that lymph. There you go. Move that lymph. Yeah. Tap. Right under here. Yep. That's your kidneys right there. K27. That's the point right there. Breathe. Yep. Come on down. What's on your left side?
Fat. Oh,
no fat. All right. What's on the right side? That's your what? Your liver? Yeah, the gallbladder on that side, right? That's right. All right. So breathe in.
Yeah.
Breathe out. There you go. There you go. Breathe in. Good, good. Breathe out. All right, I see you, Joanne. Come on, come on, come on. Breathe in. In her favorite chair, Big B.
Yeah, man.
Breathe out.
I know I did.
He said, I know how it is. Breathe in. I see you, Queen. I see you, Queen. Breathe out. Good. Good. I see you, Debbie. Breathe in. Come on, Marcy. There you go. Breathe out. And now I want you to shake it on out. Shake it on out. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, bring it in. Move the head around a little bit. You've been sitting for a while. That's right. Man. Move it. All right, shake it, but don't shake something loose. You might need that. All right, just shake it once you can. Last thing, let's get a little energy going. Come on, clap, clap. That's right. One more together. Right, come on. Little qigong, generate a little heat in your hands, in your palms. Clap, clap. Good. Feel it. That's right. Bringing it together. All right, and the last one, I want to take it and you want to rub it on down. Rub it on down. Don't touch yourself. Move all that energy. Woo! Feel that energy? Going all the way down. Good. Then, come on, one more time. One more time. Come on, come on. One more time. One more time. And the last one is stop. Move the top one, keep the bottom one still. Big B, can you go like that? You feel that energy? Your hands are buzzing. Your hands are buzzing. That's all that energy. Take that with good impressions, good intentions. God bless y'all. May God keep y'all. And thanks for tuning in to the Family Tree. See y'all later. God bless the fam. God bless the fam. That's right. That's right. All right, all right. All right, all right. All right, all right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
I heard that.
4,
Oh, yeah.
3, 2, and 1. Like, we'll see you. And Big B, where are we going to be on the weekend, buddy? Where are we going to be?
Brother, where? 96.1 FM, 900 AM Black Talk Media right here at the again.
Oh, I just love this groove right here, man. We can sit right in the pocket, right here. There you go. There you go. I see you, Joe. Here you go. There you go.
Good night, young girl from New York.
Goodbye. Good night, young boy. That's right. Goodbye. Good night, John Boy. You know the good John Boy. You remember that?
All right.
God bless y'all. We'll see you next week. Take care.